Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Welcome out to KoJack's After Dark. Just kidding. It is 2:45 p.m. and we are getting started with some live stream action. We're going to start it up 8-handed, 5 on the button, no limit hold'em on this gorgeous November the 30th. We hope your Thanksgiving was amazing. And I do believe that this is the last day of Thanksgiving. That means 25 days until Christmas is here. Hopefully you are prepared. I'm about 50% prepared myself, but here we go. We got action coming. And we're going to start it off the same way we do with dealer changes. Every hand out on our 5 on the button tables. We're going to start off with a double board bomb pot. Double board bomb pot. And we've also got our brand new calendar for the December month. And here it is. And if you look over on the right, you're going to see the road to the bad beat. Hit the bad beat for Christmas. $15,000 up for grabs. And here's the caveat. Starting on December the 1st tomorrow, it's aces full of kings to lose. December the 2nd, aces full of queens, all the way to New Year's Eve of queens full of nines. Let's see if we make it. $15,000 up for grabs. Also, if you tune in to the bottom of this flyer, you see we're having a $10,000 guaranteed New Year's Eve free roll. Starts at 6 p.m., $50 rebuys. And then there's another catch to that. There is $3,000 in cash drawings that will take place all through the night, starting at midnight. The only way that you can get a ticket into that drawing is by playing that $10,000 free roll. $50 rebuys for 15,000 chips or $100 rebuys for 30,000 chips. We'll get back to more on that in just a few minutes, but here we go. We're going to start off with some double board bomb pot action. Flop comes out. Top board is ace, jack 10, king, queen away from the straight, and bottom board comes out with 2 clubs and halfway to a full house, unless you're holding 6, 7.
Yeah, and king, queen already has a straight. Kenny already has a straight.
Yes, it does. Oh, I didn't even see that king, queen in that hand right there. Moving on around, king 5, 4, 4. 2 clubs just went into the muck. 2 clubs on the top, but it's hard to chase the flush when it's already a paired board. Duplantis is already holding one of those 6s, looking for an ace, jack, or 10 on the top board. Wow.
I think Duplantis is the only one holding a 6.
Yes, so far he is. There's George. George has ace, queen. He gone. So we got Paul sitting there, backdoor diamonds, excuse me. King, jack, 10, looking for a queen on that top board. And I know we keep saying the top and then looking down at the ace, 10, jack. That is the actual top board on the table. The bottom board is 6, 6, 7. However, on the graphics, it shows up just opposite of that.
I think we need a bigger push for making it dealer side, player side, because I'm always confused when someone says, "Oh, it's top board." Your top is different than my top.
Yeah, top. It's always read from the dealer side. So top board is the board that's closest to seats 4, 5, and 6. Bottom board is the closest to our dealers. And so this has the lookings of being a pretty big pot. 400, and there's the queen. 400 already in the pot right now. So that gives Kenny the straight up top. That gives Paul the straight up top with the royal flush draw. He's got king, jack of diamonds, queen, 10 of diamonds on the board. Looking for that ace of diamonds. I don't know if it's gone, but that would be a winner for him, sealing up the top. So right now we've got Duplantis in the lead on the bottom board with the 6s, ace 6 playing for the bottom board. Nobody has a flush. The only flush that got folded was the nut flush, the king 4 from George, I believe, that went in the muck.
Yeah, and then Duplantis also has ace jack down below on our screen.
Ace jack 10 on the top board. So he's looking for an ace jack 10 for the boat, and
or a king just for the straight.
Oh, look at this! Miss Marianne says, "I'm in it to win it." She's got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. She's got a wrapped straight draw on the 6, 6, 7 board. A 4, 5, 8, 9.
I say jack of diamonds for the straight flush. No, for the straight flush.
Well, yeah, Jack of Diamonds is dead. Yeah, Jack of Diamonds is dead. Rooting for Miss Mary Ann. I love me some Miss Megan Menendez. Gotta root for the lady. Let's go.
In the piglet shirt today.
Yes, in the piglet shirt. Did you ever see that Winnie the Pooh horror show?
I did not. Did you?
Nope, nope, nope. And here we go. That pot just escalated from $400 on the turn. Now $1,810. Miss Mary Ann is all in, looking for a 4 to scoop the 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 board on her own. And she has the low end of the straight up top. That's not going to do much good for her when both Kenny and Paul are holding the Broadway nuts. Paul's got the redraw to the absolute nuts on that Broadway board if an ace of diamonds does hit. Oh, she's Team Charlie. Te quiero, mi amor. Te quiero mucho, mucho. How was your Thanksgiving, Miss Megan? Did y'all eat some turkey or ham? 9 on the bottom, and the king that everybody else was looking for comes on the bottom board. So it looks like Duplantis is going to sweep the bottom board all by his lonesome self with ace 6 as all players flip over. $1,810 going to be chopped up. That's $905 for the top board, $905 for the bottom board. So Duplantis gets his very own share of $905, while both Kenny and Paul split $905. So each gets $402.50. Just kidding. We don't do 50-cent chips. It will be tossed, the extra chip will be tossed to the player out of position. So joining me in the booth today is Mr. Aiden. Let's get down here where we can
Look at that screen.
No, look at this screen right here.
No,
look at that guy right there.
Hello.
Joining us in the booth, Mr. Aiden. He's in here to break up my terrible voice and let you hear about what's all good. We hope everybody at home had a beautiful Thanksgiving and is getting ready for Christmas. Santa Claus is coming to town, so hopefully you guys are absolutely ready to go. As for our December calendar, it is up, ready to go every Monday throughout the month. We will be having the $2,000 guaranteed free roll. It is huge, it is big, and it is building to New Year's Eve. We'll talk about that in just 1 second. Every Wednesday this month, we've got the $60 double board bomb pot. If you like that hand you just watched, well, we got plenty of action of that on Wednesdays because every hand is the double board bomb pot. Thursdays, 1-2 is going crazy with Charlie's game. It will be $60 to $300 buy-in and all the action you can imagine. Saturdays, every Saturday this month, starting at 2:45 to 3 o'clock, we will start the 5 on the button live stream. Every Sunday this month, we've got a tournament, and it's going to flip back and forth between the Deep Stack and the Bounty. But tomorrow, December 1st at 2:30 p.m., the $240 Bounty tournament takes off. Trust us, you're going to want to be part of that because last Deep Stack, the prize pool was $8,700. It was big, it was bad, it was ugly. First place, I think, was $3,000+. Second place, 20. I mean, it was salty, juicy, and ripe for the taking, just like that turkey I ate this last week.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of Christmas, have you put up your Christmas lights yet?
Yes.
Yeah, for the first time ever put it up myself.
Uh-oh. So how many of them were out?
Luckily, none of them. You plug everything in before you test it, because if you don't, you'll be going back up on that roof.
There's nothing worse than chasing that one light that's causing the whole string to be out. So, Miss Megan, if you're still in the chat, how does your Christmas tree look? I wish we could put pictures in the chat so all of our members could show us how beautiful their houses are looking.
I know. I'm pretty proud of my house. I'd be showing it off.
Here we go, scooting on back into action, going back to No Limit Hold'em. And it looks like the button is on seat number 9. That's going to be Mr. George. So Kenny's under the gun, and he's already got that $10 straddle out there. He came to play, and if you're a believer of his shirt, he's got 4 aces on his shirt, all 4 red, a red spade and a red club. I like it.
Don't make them like they used to.
Nope, and he is winning. Speaking of winning, did y'all see Michigan take down number 2 Ohio State today, 13-10? It's going to shake up the playoffs a little bit, give a little more action to my Longhorns, who have probably the game of the year tonight, starting at 6:30 p.m. That's the Longhorns versus A&M. It's been 7 years since they've played.
Oh, wow. 12, says Chris.
12? 2012? Just kidding. It's been 12 years. Wow. Oh, I forget. We have, let's flip this camera around, ladies and gentlemen, just for a crying call, because sitting right here Oh, you can't see him. There he is right there. Thumbs up. Thumbs are going to be down today because, yeah, that's right. Longhorns are taking it down. I flipped the camera before you could put horns down. So here we go. Right back to action. Flop comes out. King of diamonds, queen of clubs, 8 of hearts. Queen goes into the muck, and that is a nice little straight draw for George. An ace or 9. Uppers, downers, lefters, and riders. Calls the $20. Paul's in the lead, though, with the pair of kings. Turn card comes an 8 of clubs. Strengthens Paul to about a 4 and 5 shot. And that right there seals the deal. Bodie boat. 8s with the kings doing the rowing. And it's going to go bet, fold. George knows when he's lost. He's definitely not somebody that you're going to milk any money out of.
Do plans for those 6s again. Same from the bomb.
Oh, he
kept it from the bomb pot.
He took him off the board on the bomb pot, put him in a stack. He's sitting over in seat number 3. We got college football on every TV. We've got the list up for Atlas. We've got 1, 2 getting ready to start. And we've also got 5 on the button out on the main floor getting ready to start. I'm going to turn the mic over to Mr. Aiden for about 3 minutes, and I'm going to get some things going outside. But he is going to talk, hopefully, just as much as I can.
We'll see, guys. We talk about a lot of poker because it's right in front of me and it's easy to talk about. Bringing it back to poker, we got Frankie already straddling to 10. Who that? Duplantis calling queen 8 suited. Got hee-haw folding. Moyer folds us suited 1 off connectors. Miss Mary Jack 2 suited. King 9 not suited. And Big Taco checking his option. Jack 4 suited. A lot of suited cards out there. Be a lot of trouble if it hit a lot of diamonds. Flop comes King of diamonds, 9 of clubs, Jack of clubs. Check. Miss Mary thinking about it, checking it. Checks around. Can he? Oh, I thought he checked. Can he maybe bet in his top pair? Bets 40. Gets to plans fold. Just Miss Mary having middling pair. I think she might get 1 call out of this. 1 call to see if she can hit the 2 pair. Maybe a deuce comes. Kenny having 2 pair. I'm just now realizing King 9 top pair, middle or bottom other pair. 8 of hearts coming out. No help. I think Mary gets away from this if Kenny bets again. Oh, there's Basil watching from North Korea with his VPN. How are you, Basil? You coming in to play today? Yeah, Kenny bets it. Miss Mary folds. Kenny taking down $70 pot. Pretty good one. It says Little Mary trying to get lucky again. Miss Mary never gets lucky. She always gets exactly what she needs. It's no luck, it's all skill. You know poker. Duplantis again. Queen 8 suited. Getting some pretty good hands to start off with. Miss Mary pocket 10s. Gonna be flatting. Setting a trap, hoping to get a set. Notable hands. Big Taco checks 6-4. Paul with some ace-3, not suited. George, queen 10. One of those 10s not going to be available for Miss Mary. King 4. Nobody has a king. Miss Mary bets 25. 25 is going to get Paul to fold, George to fold. I think it might fold around. Yep, Miss Mary takes it down with some pocket 10s with the best hand. They said, hey, Jeffrey Dahmer, how was your Thanksgiving, sir? My Thanksgiving was great. Chill with some family, you know.
Is that Basil?
It is Basil. From North Korea, of course. Charlie's saying what's up. He'll be back in the booth shortly to talk to you, Basil. But, yeah, my Thanksgiving was good. How was yours, man? Just chill with family, ate a lot, took a nap afterwards, of course, against my own will. Food was too good not to take a nap after. I'm not a big fan of turkey. even though it's like the Thanksgiving dish, it can be replaced. I eat ham. I'll eat like one piece of turkey, just get in the spirit, get in the vibe. But dressing, everything else is fine. It just turkey's dry for the most part. I can't get behind it. We have another straddle. Hee haw straddling to 10. Gonna get a few colors, few folds so far. Basil is awesome with a lot of family. It's good to hear, Basil. Hopefully, we'll see you up here today. Get to give you the fist bump, maybe beat you in chess, hopefully, for once.
Basil, we need to put you on that 1-2 list. Get your butt up here. Nothing better than a little hot chocolate because I don't drink no coffee.
Really? No coffee?
No coffee. Coffee's terrible.
I thought coffee was good for you as long as you don't add all the other stuff.
I'm drinking just water. This is a treat for me right here. Pre-flop action, $40 in the pot. Flop comes out, 5 of spades, deuce of spades, ace of diamonds. Duplantis was looking for that ace of diamonds for that royal earlier.
He beats top pair here with the 4 to the straight.
Yeah, he's got
Better
that
ball.
backdoor action. He's got a lock on the hand, 97% now that everybody folds and everybody
Making 100%.
omits. Yeah, 100% of the time he's a winner on that hand. So here we are back to action hand number 5.
With the green.
Y'all started the live early. We started about 15, 20 minutes early, Mr. Basil. We had players ready and willing to go. And so we do what the players want. They wanted some action, so we gave it to them. George looks down, wired 10s, drops a chip on his cards and says, let's play. Kenny's got one of his 10s, king 10 of diamonds. I do like that hand. That hand is very, very pretty.
It did just skip over who's beside Miss Mary and George. It skipped over Paul. Miss Mary had him last hand, or the hand before.
No, they're just moving around. 3-way to the flop, $60 in the pot. Flop comes out, 3 of diamonds, ace of hearts, 8 of clubs.
The ace is going to stop action for George. Maybe even let someone bluff at it, get him off those 10s. Maybe not now that everybody's checked around.
Yep, and Hawhee picks up a gutter ball to the wheel. I don't think he's going to hang around. George knows where he is after the check on the eights or the ace.
Calls 25.
But Hee-Haw does call it, and if whoever had that king 10 would have saw one more card, they'd be scooping it in. George thought he had lost right there, but he was double checking the 8-4 just to check. Hawhee keeping George honest. That's a tough board for 10s to bet on with 2 overcards, the ace and the king.
Yeah, good check back.
Basil, my Thanksgiving was amazing. We ate turkey, we ate ham, we ate mac and cheese stuffing, we ate pecan pie, we ate pumpkin pie, we ate millionaire pie, we ate chocolate chip cookies, and then I went to sleep. It was
I did also go to sleep directly after.
definitely. Well, no. I didn't. I say I went to sleep, but what I did is I watched the Cowboys game. I fell asleep in the second quarter, woke up just after halftime, and it was ready to go.
Getting this next hand here. Who's that? Mike Moore just sitting down fast enough to see his cards. So this one plays out. See if you know to get pocket 10s on this one. They've been moving around the table. George with A7 suited, good hand. Can he fold the 9-8? King 8 fold. 5-2 fold. We're calling with the Jack 9 suited. Miss Mary gonna complete her call into 10 with Queen 3 not suited. See how this flop comes out. 4-4-2. Some backdoor opportunities for the diamonds. Diamonds coming out could be detrimental to Moyer having the Jack 9, George having the A7. Basil said they got to watch out for Miss Mary. She's a snake in the grass, hiding in the weeds. She is. Smooth called the pocket tens. She hits a 10 there. Someone hits a top pair. They're not going to think twice that she has a pocket pair or anything. And Basil congratulating the Cowboys on their win. At this point, it just might be better for us to lose, get better pick. I don't think we're not making playoffs. Might as well get the better pick at this point, but there's no problem winning on Thanksgiving, you know. If not for something, at least for good spirits. Off to the next hand here. Paul calling or raising to 20 with King Jack not suited. Kenny King Queen has Paul's notched calling. Big Taco calling the Ace 3 suited. Gonna call the King 10 not suited. Moyer Ace 3 suited. We got some pretty good hands here. Good spread. 6 of hearts, 8 of hearts, Ace of diamonds. Moyer top pair and the back door to the nuts. I think Moyer had 52%. Mary middle pair, some straight opportunities. Ooh. Oh, I thought Mary was raising, calling the 40. Frankie folding his ace top pair. I think it's probably going to end up being a good fold. This heart comes out. But he was ahead at that moment. Not equity-wise, but just in the hand. Heads up to a turn. Miss Mary, 9-8. Not suited. Some backdoor diamond draws. 9 of hearts. Moyer's going to hit the nuts. See if he is the best way to make money here. I think. Ooh, Miss Mary hits 2 pair. Yeah. He bets she's going to end up calling, I think. How much is he end up betting? Basil says Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl. I'm a Cowboys fan. I don't watch much football, but when I am, I'm a Cowboys fan. Moyer making it 140. Mary calling and hits the boat. This is going to be a bloody hand. I think this is going to end up being all in. Moyer goes all in. Mary calls and wins it with the boat. Runner, nines to give her the boat. Wow. Basil calling out right before it happened. Mary, snake hiding in the grass.
Miss Mary is 100% a snake hiding in the grass because she'll sit there all silent, sweet, just smiling. And the next thing you know, she has all your chips. Bam! Right in the kisser. She takes them all from you. And look at that. That's what she's doing. Runner. Nines full of eights. Moyer's flush. He was all in? Oh, Lordy. Miss Marianne, double up. Here we go. Ready for action. It's going to be a beautiful day at KoJack's Poker Club. We're just about to start a 1-2 list, but look at this. VPIP. You know what VPIP stands for?
Mm-hmm.
What does it stand for?
I don't know what it stands for, but I know what it means. It's the higher VPIP, the more hands you've played.
Absolutely. So it stands for voluntary put into pot.
Yep.
So that's when you're not on the button, you're not in the blind, and you voluntarily say, hey, I want to see the flop. And Miss Marianne and Kenny both 62% today. Moyer down at 25%, but he'll get it up. So moving around to hand number 8, Miss Mary Stone Cold. You dang right, man. She shows no emotion at the table. But whenever she walks in, she's got the absolute most beautiful, sweet smile of anyone that comes in here. She is such a sweetheart. She said her Thanksgiving was amazing, got to spend it with her family, and got to eat a whole lot of food. A lot of 8s already in 3 hands. Duplantis 87 going to make the call. There's only one more 8 left in the deck. So it looks like it's going to be 3-way action. $45 makes her holler. Flop comes out ace 10 diamonds and a 3 of spades. Paul picks up the gut shot to the king. Duplantis has some work to do, and so does Mr. Haughey, who flops middle pair. He bets out with $20. Gets 1 call. 4 hearts on the turn.
Paul's 10 outs. Too many outs in him, I think.
10 outs. Holy cow. Yeah, any card in his hand. Wow.
Any card in his hand. Oh,
If he'd have known right there, he had 10 outs out of the remaining. What is remaining? We're playing 8-handed. 8 times 2, 16. 4 and 2 is 22, 52. So 10 outs out of the remaining 30 cards. That's a 1 out of 3 shot. I would play that every single time.
I was thinking he probably thought he was behind though and could only hit the straight. He
Yeah.
probably thought of his king jack outs were dead. And Basil calling Mary lucky. That's all skill. She called, hit the 9, hit the other 9.
Poker's so sick, isn't it, Basil? Poker's so sick. Mr. Wages, how was your Thanksgiving? What did you eat? Did you eat enough? That's the real question. Did you get enough dessert? So here's another question for you. For everybody in the chat and for you, Aiden. Thanksgiving meal is prepped. When you get your Thanksgiving meal, do you grab your dessert then from the table and start nibbling on it, or do you wait until you're completely done with your food?
You wait until you're completely done with your food.
I call bull crap on that. You get your piece of pie and you eat it first.
I respect the getting the pie and setting it aside, making sure you get your slice. But taking it with you with the meal,
So disappointed. What do y'all think, chat? Dessert first, while you're eating, or last? Tell us what you think in the chat. Basil, how'd you do it? Dessert first or last? If you ain't first or last. Trademark Ricky Bobby Incorporated. 5-way action, $125 in the pot. Jack of diamonds, 7 of hearts, 3 of spades. Jack 7-3. Miss Mary's got the 3, and she's going to check them up. Paul with the jack, though, and we got Big Taco with some gut shot action, and Kenny just all the way on top with ace-queen. We're going to go 3-way to the turn. Almost $200 already up for grabs.
Another question I was talking to them about, turkey on Thanksgiving. I'm not a big fan. I eat more ham. I think, honestly, it could be replaced with something. I don't.
Chris? Oh, Chris isn't in here. I was about to get Chris to crush your skull.
He's big. Big Taco makes second top pair.
So it goes runner, runner for a possible flush. Paul's not going to try to represent that. He throws out a quarter, or sorry, 3 quarters, 3 squirts, $75. He's gonna get a fold from Big Taco. He may have got paid off with $30 right there into $300 in the pot, but unfortunately he did not get paid off.
That's a pretty good fold. You increase your equity on the river and you don't call.
Yes. Look at this. Basil shouting out his family. Even when Basil's not in the room, he's got fans cheering him on, rooting him on.
But I'm assuming Chris is a pretty big fan of turkey.
Chris is a big fan of turkey. Anybody that likes to smoke meat is a big fan of turkey because if you do it right, if you brine that turkey, inject that turkey, and smoke it correctly, when you put that first slice in there and it just squirts out all that garlic butter, oh, it's so good. So good. I'm so hungry right now, and I just ate.
I was about to say, Chris is a good cook. Have had some of his chicken, and man, it is great.
So $5 to play. We get a call with suited connectors. Then he gets the action, raises up to $20, makes her holler. And 5-4, George isn't going to get frisky, but Kenny's going to say ace-4 is good enough. Calls the 15. Big Taco and Duplantis will follow along. Suited connectors are always a lot of fun to play. So 4 players in the pot, $80 already up for grabs. What's going on? Mr. Gonzalez, how was your Thanksgiving? Are you ready for Christmas?
Ace, deuce, deuce. Hee-haw and Kenny making a pair.
I would really like to see Hee-haw in the +2 position to check it and let somebody like Kenny with an ace, a semi-strong ace, it's even stronger with the deuce on the board, make a move at it so he gets some free money up for grabs. But he chooses that hand to go directly out for blood, and that actually got Kenny to fold his ace. Kenny was way up there. But smart move by Kenny. He didn't fall for it. He didn't take the bait. The line was baited, and he just swam right by it.
Nice. And then Basil agreeing with me. I saved dessert for afterwards.
No, he didn't say that. Basil didn't type that in there. That's a mistype.
Mistype, yeah.
Mishitch.
Basil said pecan pie and cheesecake pie.
Ooh.
I've never had cheesecake pie.
So we had Friendsgiving up at work, and everybody. So we smoked turkeys and hams, and everybody was asked to bring a side or a dessert and a dessert. And we have one lady that works there, and she brought sopapilla cheesecake, and she brought it for the 4th of July cook. And I liked it so much that when she brought it on this one, she brought me an entire pan of this sopapilla cheesecake, and I devoured the whole pan.
Man, that sounds good.
Oh.
Cheesecake.
We got 3 players, and we got a pot brewing, a buck and a squirt, 125 up for grabs. Everybody's got face cards, and 2 of them hit 10-8-10 on the flop. Duplantis with Jack 10 checks. Hahi, King 10 checks, setting the trap for George. He does not fall for it. Turn card is a deuce of diamonds, and now we're going to go bet, call, fold. Watch this. Look at me. Look at me. I'm stealing one of his cinnamon apples. He didn't even see me. Get it shut. Get it shut. And look, it went bet, call, fold. $55 bet, $55 call, $235 up for grabs, and a queen on the river. George would have won the hand if he'd have called $55 more. Duplantis throwing some money in there. Oh,
good fold.
He was in the.
He was ahead.
Oh, it must have misread the cards. No, it was a bet fold. Holy crap.
Yeah, he just folded. He was ahead. But the queen comes out. I think he's putting Duplantis on an 8 there, like 10-8.
Yeah, something, maybe ace-10, maybe at worst ace-10, and that's incredible. That's our first bluff of the night. Which button is it? Let's try this one. Yep, definitely was not that button, and he does let it go. We were trying to find this one. Congratulations to Mr. Duplantis for the first move of the night, and that's why poker is not gambling right there. Poker is 100% a game of skill, and Duplantis' skill read weakness in Hahi's hand, and Hahi read strength in Duplantis, so he let it go. Shout out to one of my favorite dealers. It's Whitney B. I can't say that word. Here we go. Switching dealers, Mr. Chris Gwynn, the master smoker from KoJack's. Also, unfortunately, he is an A&M fan, but he is now in the box. And he actually has requested for first off today.
Oh, for the game?
Heck yeah.
When is the game?
6:30 p.m.
Surprised you're not all decked out in your Longhorns gear.
That's because I, too, am leaving early today.
Ah, also for the game.
Yes, and here we go. A little 4-card double board action to get you ready for Wednesdays, otherwise known as Wednesday night. Double board bomb pot is back, 6 p.m. every Wednesday. $60 entry, $60 re-entries. Flop comes out for the top board, ace 3 deuce. Bottom board is ace 7 queen. All right, here we go. We've got $80 in the pot. One board has the flush draw. It checked around on the flop. Everybody that was remaining in, all 8 players, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, all 8 players stayed in. Paul flops a set. He ain't going nowhere.
And 2 pair.
George has all the hearts on the board in his hand. He's going to probably let that go. Kenny gone. Big brawl breaks out on the field after the Michigan-Ohio State game.
All right, I think I was seeing some of that whenever it first happened.
3 players remaining in. $230 makes her holler. River card comes a 4 of spades and a 5 of diamonds. There's all kinds of flushes there, and Hahi has this 3rd nut flush on the top graphics board. On the bottom board, anybody have ace 5?
Well, doesn't he have second? Because there's only the king of diamonds not accounted for. Or king, and then he has a jack, queen,
Yeah,
ace.
the ace. Oh, the ace. I was counting the ace. Yeah, he's got the second. And Mary's, did she fold that? Mary folded.
What does she have? Did she have it straight down below?
No, she had pocket 4s. So Hahi scoops it all. Miss Mary gave away a winner right there, I think. Frankie's adding some chips on, getting back up. As we progress through the game today, we're going to have, we play this game $200 to $800. 200 min, 800 max, or that beautiful, significant 70%. If somebody's got $2,000 in their stack, you can buy 70% of that, so that'd be $1,400 going into your stack. Started off this game, max buy-in on this game was $800. Duplantis already has $1,290. Big Taco's got 700 setting in front of him, so he adds on just a little, 600 setting in front of him. I just noticed that green stack is a little short. Another one bites the dust. Chris Kringle, a.k.a. Santa Claus, win. Basil, you know what movie I watched last night? It's that new Christmas movie with Jack Black, where the little kid has dyslexia and he's trying to write a letter to Santa, and he accidentally spells Santa, S-A-T-A-N, and the letter goes to the devil, it goes to Satan, and Satan comes up and convinces him he's Santa Claus and says, I'll give you 3 wishes, but I get your soul.
I haven't even heard of that before. Jack Black's been in a lot of movies recently.
Yeah,
bouncing around.
Well, now that I think his band is completely done.
He was in a band?
Yeah. Oh, did you not watch Tenacious D? That was the name of their band.
Oh, I hadn't.
They broke up recently.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
They gone. They gone. Just like hand number 13, we're already over to hand number 14. Moyer looking down at 54. She gone.
Georgia, some pocket 8s. Pocket pair. Raising it up to 30, it looks like.
Dirty 30 going into the middle with wired 8s, as Jack calls it. I'd love to see 6-4 call right there, but it won't. It shouldn't, and it never will.
Why do you call a pocket pairs wired?
Because they're wired. When something's wired, they're together.
Mmm.
That's what, at least that's what the natural calls it. He's always called them wired. Wired 8s, wired 10s. So 3 players to the flop, $105 in there. 10, 7, 7.
Just misses George.
Yep, just misses George. And now Hahi's got an 8 to the straight. Paul is pretty much dead in the water. Action's going to be on Hahi first. It's going to muck. And so is Paul. He gone. George scoops in. I mean, that's all you, theoretically, in poker, if you play math odds, $155 just scooped into his pot, a profit of $70. If you can do that once every round of poker, so once about every 20 minutes, that's a $70 profit. That'd be $210 an hour you make right there.
Wow. But that's given you don't put any money into any hand at all.
Oh yeah, just that one hand. Just play the math odds, bet it, and if they fold it, then you got it.
Not too good at playing the math.
Yeah, it's hard to play the math when you get dealt 5-3 and you got to play the winner. Here we go. Hand number 15. The Basil is up in action. $15. Bet it. Hahi with wired 10 says 15's not good enough. Let's make it 45. 45. Marianne, King 9, the German shepherd of hands, says I'm in, and Paul's not going anywhere. Queen, Jack, suited hearts. He's in it.
Pocket 10s, I think they've been played differently every time they've been out.
That's the third or fourth time.
A third time, Mary flatted the 5 in the first one. I think it was George was the first one to raise, and this one they've been 3-bet. I think they've won every time they've been out so far. Let's see if the trend continues.
This one's got some dodging to do, and it does not dodge very well. Flop comes out King Jack 8, Skittles on the suits. Everybody's got a piece of it.
Checks around.
That's good poker play right there. It does check around. Nobody tries to steal it. Hahi is on the button, and he knows with 2 overs, one of those players probably has it, and he almost hits it there. And so with that queen on the river, Miss Marianne falls behind. She throws out 50. Paul's now got 2 per, but he can't raise it. Ace 10, 10, 9 still in play.
Folds it.
Oh, and you see that.
Miss Mary missed the bet there on the turn, I think.
Yeah, well, I think on the flop and turn, Paul would have stuck around just with middle pair, strong kicker. I don't think he would have gone anywhere, but he does get the best of Miss Mary on this hand.
She will remember that.
Yeah, and she will be coming back for those chips, Paul, so hold them tight. And I love it. Whenever she loses, she just says, good hand, and she's on to the next one. It's gone from the memory bank, and just like Piglet, she's all happiness. I watched Smile 2 last night.
Was it good?
It was not as good as the first movie.
The first one was so good.
So that's Dawson in the background, sitting back there, and he's asking how it was. We'll give you, wrong one. We'll give you a little view of Mr. Dawson. Lean forward a little bit, Dawson. Yep, your other forward. Hello. And it was Smile 2 was not as good as the first one. It was 100% predictable with everything that happened.
So Smile 1, I never got to see. I did see the advertising they were doing. I was
All right,
enjoying that. Was
you
it
have
good?
homework tonight. Your homework
Homework
is
tonight.
to go watch Smile 1.
I think the last scary movie I saw was The Nun. It was
It was okay.
not very good. I laughed. during
I
the scary movie.
like the Conjuring series.
I love The Conjuring. I could not stand The Nun.
So I'm a huge scary movie buff.
Mm.
And the first movie of a series are always like that, are always amazing. Scream, Conjuring, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Poltergeist, Jason, because it's something new, something you've never seen before. And then by episode 2, 3, 4, it's redundant.
Mm-hmm.
All big cards with the exception of Moyer. Moyer snuck in there with $6, $7, $80 in the flop, and he's not going anywhere now.
He gets the best of it.
I bet you it goes check all the way around to Moyer. Moyer bets it.
I think so.
Oh no, Kenny says 40. I'd like to see Moyer called. He's definitely the caliber player that can make this smooth call. I'm really surprised he didn't raise, to tell you the truth.
I think as long as the face card does not come out, I think he calls. Calls any bet Kenny does. Ooh.
Kenny can't bet now.
I think he might. Yeah. Sticks with his.
His story.
Yep. 60. I don't know if it's enough to make more fold though.
Nope. 60 into 220. He's getting 4-1 on his
Yeah.
money. He does make the call. Kenny says I got queen high. Moyer says I got 67 and $280 sliding into my stack.
Yeah. I think if Kenny makes that just maybe 100 straight, maybe he gets a fold out of Moyer, but that's a pretty good call.
Well, you think about Kenny's story. Checks on the flop, ace 6 deuce. Didn't represent he had an ace. On the turn with an 8, he bets it. And then on the river, he bets it again. It does not look like an ace.
But with
He
an ace, you
he
bet
could
them.
have he could have saved him some money right there. He knew he couldn't win unless he bet on the river, but he saved himself some money, or he cost himself for money because if he'd have checked, Moyer would have checked right behind him. Or he could have went check, let Moyer bet, and then raised it to like 250. Moyer folds instantly.
So on the flop with an ace there, you're supposed to bet in that situation?
There was no ace on the flop.
Well, no, I'm saying, but with an ace in your hand.
It depends on the
Like
story.
hypothetically.
Yeah,
because we
hypothetically,
kinda-
if you don't have anything, you have an ace in your hand, you want to.
20.
Oh yeah. Yep. There's that 10-9 that Kenny was looking for earlier. Duplantis Queen 3 of diamonds does make the call. We're going to have 3-way action. Graphic's going to catch up real quick. We're going to have to get on to our graphic man.
It was like 3 or 4 hands after the.
Yep, here it is right here. We've got no pot in there. I think Dawson may have been talking to us and not paying attention to the chip stacks. So there we go. Bet 20, call 20. Look, let me see the pot. Looks like there's about $85, $90 in the pot. Turn card comes a 7 of hearts. Miss Marianne's got 10 outs. She's actually got 15 outs, or 14 outs, but 4 of them are gone. Nope, just kidding. She's got 10 outs. Yeah, we good. You didn't like Smile, Basil? It was not too groovy. River card, a jack of diamonds gives Duplantis a check mark. They say too many outs is not enough outs, and Miss Marianne had any diamond, any 7, any ace, and she does not get there. Duplantis does throw out a $100 bill, and Miss Mary is not going to call it. She's just got a pair of 7s, busted flush draw. She's going to let that one go, save it for another day. And Mr. Moyer is already building his towers. If you've ever seen him play at the table, his game has progressed so far in the past 2 or 3 years. He is an avid tournament player, likes to play the bigger money tournaments. And if you've kept up with any of the players at KoJack's, you know we have some of the toughest tournaments in West Texas. Our players go to any other rooms and they cash, make final tables. I mean, just look up the Hendon Mob on this table right here, and you've got probably close to $500,000 on the table in Hendon Mob winnings just sitting at this table, and the majority of it from one player. But KoJack's Poker Club is notorious for amazing tournament players. And we've got World Series of Poker bracelets. We've got World Series of Poker rings from players that play in this, from circuit events. We've got cashers and other big circuit events. They're here and ready to go. So, Basil, what's your favorite scary movie? I was going to talk about this with Aiden, but Aiden's going to go make the push and go in and deal some. But my favorite scary movie of all time is the original Poltergeist. Oh man, the new one was terrible, but the original was great. Yeah, 2015 they remade it, and if I'd have never have seen the original, it would have been okay. But the problem is the original is just spectacular. Then when you double up with the story of Caroline, the way that she died in between the second and third one, and somebody else on the set got hurt, somebody else got hurt. There's a good little scary story going along there. 4 players in the pot, $40 up for grabs. $20 bet by Duplantis with top pair. Kenny does make the call with a pair of sixes. Turn card is an 8, but it's a magic 8 because it's a club, giving him the club draw, 8 outs. Check now. Duplantis throws out, looks like 30. Dirty 30, and Kenny does make the call. Queen of Hearts on the river. Check mark awarded to Mr. Duplantis, and it goes check, check. Duplantis shows off, pulls in $120. So if you're looking for some action, KoJack's is the hot spot today. We've got lists up already. We've got 5 on the button running. We're about to page a 1-2 no limit hold'em. We got a seat reserved for Mr. Basil. And we know he's going to groove it to it today. Taking a quick peek at Poker Atlas while Mr. Chris shuffles up these chips. We got 5 on the 1-2. Let me walk out and let her know to page it on up. Fresh in the mic, Dylan at the table, but on the microphone. Remember, this is 15 minutes in arrears, so he is actually in the booth with me right now, Mr. Master Smoker, and also known to Basil as Santa Be Jolly Holly, Mr. Chris Gwynn.
Hey, it's me, everybody. Glad to see you out there. Glad you could join us today for this stream.
So how do you feel about the A&M game?
I am excited to get to watch it. That's about the extent of what I'll say about that.
My brother-in-law swears A&M's going to win it. It doesn't matter who's ranked up top or if they're not ranked at all. It's still going to be like a 27-30 game.
Well, you've got 2 really great teams coming in here today. A lot of people will say one of the teams is greater than the other. And depending on who you talk to, it'll be one side or the other.
This year, yes, there is one team that is better than the other, but that doesn't mean anything when it goes to this game.
It really doesn't. This is one of those games that you could be top and bottom and still have competitive game, still have the lesser team come out on top.
This is my favorite game. It's been 12 years since we've watched it last. Ooh, a 4 would be a lot of fun. Oh. Now Paul can steal this pot from Kenny. 4 spades on the board. And Kenny bet it, $25. Paul called it. Kenny says, slap goes the weasels, and in comes $125 profit.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. All right, we had Charlie step out for just a minute, so I'm going to try to keep you guys entertained until he can get back. In this hand, we've got Frankie coming in with a straddle. So it's going to be $10 coming around unless they get raised. Plan is going to put in the call. We've got Hee-Haw coming along. Folds around to Kenny. Kenny makes the call. And check from Frankie. Hearts could be really bad for Frankie. Oh, look at that. Set of threes straight off for Hee Haw. Checks to Hee Haw on the turn. He's going to put in a bet. Bet is 25. Nobody else has anything they can call with. All right, so this hand we got Mary coming in. She's got the pocket tens and just calls. I'd like to see a raise there, but Mary has her game and she's going to play it, and she's pretty good at it, so I'm not going to argue with her. Mary's going to come out with a raise on the flop. There's an ace out there, which could be a little bit concerning. She's not afraid, though. Paul gets one step closer to a flush. And the flush misses, so Paul's not likely to put any more money in here. Oh, Frank Espino trying to get me to put some money on the game. I am not one to wager on football. For me, it takes the fun out of watching the games, and I would rather enjoy the game than put that money down. But I appreciate you thinking about me, Frank. All right, so back to the game here. We've got Mary going to make the call with king, queen of spades. Paul's coming along with 7-6 of spades, so spades are not going to be good for Paul, but he don't know that. Got some other folks coming along. Jack 9 from George is interesting. George flops open-ended to an open-ended straight draw. Oh, and there's the flush. Mary's going to lead out. Paul's not going to go anywhere. He's got the flush. It's not likely Mary's got one, too. George, Kenny, Frankie, Brian, they all folded up. Heads up between two flushes, one of which is already winning. 6-7, though, could have turned into a straight flush. Either a 3 or an 8. Mary bets out. Paul makes the call, sees the bad news. Most times you're probably going to be good there, Paul, but not this time.
It's really funny. The quieter you try to be, the more noise that you make. And just like that, we got a 1-2 table just about to kick off. Just paged up the action. So if you're looking for some poker needs, you got the itching, we got the scratching. 5 on the button and 1-2 running now at KoJack's Poker Club.
That's what I'm talking about. See if we can't start up 3 or 4 more tables.
Uh-oh. Oh, Frank the Tank wants to put some money on that game. You know, us Texas fans, we know the outcome already. It's already been told to
My
us.
condolences.
Yep. Outcome is Texas 35, A&M 16.
Ooh. I think you're selling the Aggies short there a little.
You know, the Aggies are only 4 points under, 4.5 point underdogs.
Yep. They opened I think at 6.5. And I think at one point it got up to about 7.
Where are they playing at?
They're playing in Kyle.
Oh, crap. That's one of the toughest stadiums to play in. I think the absolute toughest stadium to play in is, of course, the Seattle Seahawks. That's the loudest stadium in the United States. They break those decibel noise or records every time they have a game there. Of course, this year they suck, but it helps when they have a good team.
Don't tell Ricky.
Yeah, don't tell Ricky Prince, if you're listening. I do apologize. Seahawks are terrible this year. What college stadium is that? Alabama's. It's tough to play in Alabama.
Bryant Denny?
Yes, it's tough to play there. What other stadiums are really, really tough like that?
Well, I can tell you this year that the Aggies think that William Bryce in South Carolina and whoever the Auburn Stadium is that the William Bryce Stadium maybe? I don't know. Whichever ones. Those 2 are the toughest for A&M to play in.
Oh yeah, South Carolina's just got that upset. They're down for the upsets this year. Playoff pitchers picked, and Ohio State lost today.
Yeah, how many people had Michigan winning on their board today?
Man, that makes 4 years in a row that Michigan's beat Ohio State. That's Joni's team too. Oh,
that's rough. That's the kind of thing that even though you got that kind of record going up in Ohio State right now, like that's the kind of thing that can get you fired.
yeah. Well, you saw what happens to the Bears coach yesterday, didn't you?
I didn't.
Oh my gosh, Caleb Williams was. They were down by just, I think, 3 points. All it would have taken was a field goal to tie the game. They're on the 40-yard line. 33 seconds left on the clock. Clock is running. No timeouts left. Caleb Williams calling for the players, get up to the ball, get up the ball. It's ticking down 20. You know, he's got time for one more play, then called. Oh, no, they have one timeout. And all they had to do was kick a field goal. One play and kick a field goal. And Caleb Williams yelling at the players, and he gets back, and there's 9 seconds left on the clock. He's there ready to have it hiked to him, and it just ticks down 5, 4, and then he hikes it, and he takes one shot to the end zone, throws it short. I mean, it was incredible. And the Bears coach got fired after that game for not calling timeout.
Wow.
Which he really should have stepped in and said, hey, timeout.
Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. But yeah, I think that A&M Texas game is going to be tight. Yeah, that game I think is going to be close to the end. I think it could go either way. I'm hoping for my Aggies to pull it out, but we'll see what happens this evening.
Let's see if the line's moved at all for it. Is Alabama still playoff eligible?
Eligible? Yes. And do they need like absolutely everything to fall exactly right for them to get there? I think so.
It's kind of like Cowboys winning the NFC.
Yeah, no, it's got to be like everything just has to fall in place for them. And at this point, even if they get in, I think a lot of it is more brand than it is on field play, because
all the way across the board, look at this. -4, 4.5, different casinos, 4.5, 4.5, 4.5. Then they've got it -5.5.
yeah.
I love looking at the certain people that have it.
Yeah, it should really be a good game.
Over under 49. So that if this falls right, that's 26 to 22. 27 20
Yeah.
26 22 minus the halves. All right, type in the chat if you're watching. Give us a 1 for the place that the Longhorns are going to finish if you think the Longhorns are going to win, and a 2 for the place that you think the Aggies are going to win. I want to get a quick poll. We'll do our own presidential poll here in the chat. 1 if you're team Longhorn and think they're going to win. 2 if you're team Aggie and think they're going to win. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to have a mix up here. We'll type in 1 and 2 from us. There we go. Because one of your commentators say team 1, one of them say team. Do you think the Aggies actually have a chance to win?
I think they do. I think the Texas's schedule this year is somewhat deceiving.
I think they've had a tough schedule. What have they played? 6 games against top 25 teams?
Against teams that are currently ranked in the top 25?
No, that were ranked. With
Yeah, no, when they played before anybody knew how bad they really
But
were.
that's all you got. That's all you can count by.
No,
right?
like you have to play the schedule in front of you. There's no doubt about that. But their schedule has been probably of all the teams in the SEC, their schedule has probably been the weakest. Just looking at not necessarily what they were ranked when they played, but now that almost all the games have been played where they're standing, Texas hasn't played anybody in the top half of the SEC except Georgia, and they lost. So I think A&M has a chance. I wouldn't say that they're favored, but I would definitely say that
it doesn't look like the chat's agreeing with you. Uh-oh, look at this. Look at this. Everybody, Texas, Texas, Texas. We may be eating our words, guys, because this is a tough game. Who won the last meetings?
And Texas won.
Okay. Oh, that's right. That field goal.
Yep. Field goal, the dying moments to
Texas
put it
versus
away.
A&M record. Let's see who holds the lead.
It is way in Texas's favor. Something like 64 to 32 or something.
76 to 37 with 5 ties.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope history repeats itself today.
And A&M gets that win?
No. No. Here we go. Ace 997 versus 5673. 5-6. So looking for 3 on both boards. Oh, Big Taco's got 5-3. That's the best hand in poker. That's a straight.
On both boards.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, there it is. The best hand in poker. Big Taco is holding it. That we call that the Charlie boy, and that is big enough for the wheel on both boards. Look at him playing that 5-3. He's pointing it out.
That's it right there.
That's it.
Got it going.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Oh, that's awesome. In about 15 minutes, we're going to have a brand new player to the table. And not only to the table, a brand new member, Mr. Ryan, trying out his luck on the live stream, coming in hot. That's the only way you can do it, coming in hot. So as we're shuffling up, getting ready to deal another no-limit hold'em, I want to talk about this bad beat. What do you see when you look at that?
I see every day it gets easier and easier.
What day do you think it will hit this month?
Ooh, that's tough. I would probably go aces full of 5s.
So you think ace is full of 5. So what he's talking about right there, ladies and gentlemen in the chat, is $15,000 is up for grabs for Christmas. It's a present waiting to be won. It's bad beat, 50% to the winner, 30% to the loser, and 20% table share. It is going to be crazy. Texas Hold'em only must have 5 players to have a winning hand. But look at this. It starts off on the 1st of December, aces full of kings. And on the 31st of December, queens full of 9s is all it's going to take to scoop it up. And look at this. Big Taco not only had the best hand in poker last time, won both boards, scooper with 5-3. He now has 3 betted up with queens, pocket ladies. And Miss Marianne says, I don't have the ladies, but I'm going to pretend that I have the ladies, and I only have ace-10, massive hand. Oh. Oh, an 8 on the river would be terrible.
And the club comes in. Oh, and Frankie's got, but he bets it out and everybody folds. Got away with one there.
That's about the best scenario you could hope for with that club and the straight possibility. 7-8, two clubs.
Yep.
Frankie's happy to take that $270, put it in his stack, and Frankie is now on top, plus $225. Duplantis, though, is our big winner at the moment. So Frankie's got $1,475. Duplantis, $1,365. Duplantis is our big winner at this point. He is up a bunch. And Kenny's got a little digging to do. Miss Marianne's got a little digging. And Mr. Moyer is down just a hair, along with Ruben also. Welcome to the table, Mr. Ruben. We're about to have a full 10-handed table here in about 10 minutos. So Texas, according to our poll, is going to win. This is why I don't ever trust like presidential polls, because we just polled a whole bunch of Texas Longhorn fans. If we were to do this in College Station, it would be twos across the board. And
Across
so
the
that's
board.
why presidential polls never work. It depends on what line you're standing in.
Yep.
Oh, we got a lot of clubs, 6 of them out for the grabs, 4 players, $60 looking, and of course a club comes on the flop with 2 spades. King 8-4, 1 player with a pair, and that's Mr. Paul. It checks around. Turn card is another king. It's going to be first to bets, first to win. Frankie throws out Big Taco with ace-7 suited, $20, and I don't think anybody's going to call the 20. Oh, Paul with a jack of spades. And now Frankie's going to bet again, and Paul's going to call. Nope. Paul's going to bet, and Frankie's not going to call. He says, shh, I don't have any of those.
I got my fingers caught in the cookie jar.
Oh, and look at this. Paul is nice. Paul is one of those GGTKs. Good guys to know. He shows his card. Miss Whitney standing in here. She's leaving us, ladies and gentlemen. She
What?
gone.
What?
Yep, tomorrow's her last day.
Oh, how are you gonna do that to me?
I know, right? Now we have nobody to pick on. Dawson, we're going to start picking on you. Hey, what'd you spill on your hat?
I really don't know. It just was back there one day.
It was back there one day. Either you're sweating black or you spilled coffee on it.
I'm puffing my yes.
All right, moving on around to hand number 29. And King Deuce is just not going to do it. Luckily, he didn't straddle.
That's some miss action right there.
Frankie's checking out the score on the Syracuse-Miami game. It was 21-0. Miami's ranked number 6 in the nation. It was 21-0 about 4 minutes ago. Now it's 21-14. I wonder if he's related to Diggs from the Cowboys.
Might be.
Big Taco call. Oh, it was $40. He folded queen. Oh, no wonder. He knew George had American Airlines. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the first time today we've seen aces.
Take it down, Pre.
Get Joey ready set up to deal with it, okay?
Okay.
Hear me out.
I'll let me know how close we are, because I think someone left.
Here we go. Mr. Aiden commentating a while ago. Dealing now. Oh, we got, I hear Ryan. So seat 2 is about to be filled with a brand new member. I got to go out for a cell phone.
So we got 2-4-4. Ace-3 has a straight draw, but there's not a whole lot there. Brian and Mary both turn top pair. Brian's oh. Frankie leads out. Brian calls. Mary calls. Looks like Kenny folded. And the king comes out. Nobody's really happy with their 9. Fours and 9s with a queen. Nope, 4s and 9s with.
The battle of the king queens is about to commerce.
Oh, and they even have like the same suits, just
Oh,
opposite.
and one of them folded.
Yep,
Was that Ruben?
I think it was.
Ruben knows where he is at all times. He knew his queen of hearts was dwarfed by the king of hearts.
There you go.
He didn't know his king of or queen of diamonds, whatever it was. Flop comes out 4-6-4. Welcome into the chat. Watching some infamous 5 on the button action from West Texas. If you know what that means, it means money is going to be in the pot on every one. Bluffs are going to be made just like a while ago when Duplantis bluffed Haughey. Haughey had the best hand. Duplantis threw out a bet on the flop, bet on the turn, and bet on the river. And Mr. Haughey said, I can't handle it. Just take it. Take it. You got it. He didn't know that Duplantis is, I think it was like Jack 10 versus King 10, and there was a 10 on the board. Can't believe it. So we're about to have a brand new member come in. Mr. Kenny's going to flip over from seat number 10. Didn't like his luck there. Going to try it out on seat number 2. And a brand new member, Mr. Ryan. First time ever playing on a live stream, is going to sit down in seat number 10. And if you're familiar with our live streams, you know we run these No Limit Hold'em ones. We run them 10-handed, give everybody the opportunity to play. And that's why the pots are getting so big. Moyer looks down at wired deuces. Miss Mary's holding one of them.
Oh, and she laid down the 5 deuce.
I know, that's such a bad hand. That is Mr. Chris's stupid hand, just like mine is the 5-3. Well, 5-3, 5 deuce is stupid. 5-3 is genius.
I'll take it.
5-3 sweeps, double boards. Moyer has the absolute lowest pair possible, and nobody else even has a pair. Paul with a gut shot, George with a flush draw, Duplantis with the open-ended. So everybody's got a piece, just no pair. Would you rather flop a pair or a draw?
Pair.
All right, if you're in the chat, would you rather flop a pair or a flush draw, open-ended straight draw? I think I would rather flop a draw, because then if you bet on it, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. If you bet on it and it gets there, it's well hidden. Bet fold, bet fold. George doesn't chase.
I mean, maybe if it's a combo draw, I'd rather have the combo draw than the pair. But generally speaking, I'd rather be the pair.
Let's say you have 8-7. Would you rather flop a pair of a 7s or a 6-9? Like on this flop right here, board comes out King 6-9. Or would you rather it come King 7-9 and then you have a pair of 7s? I'd rather it come 6-9 like that.
Yeah, maybe. I think it depends on who I'm playing against, and what I think they might be capable of.
I guess you're right, because if I'm playing against somebody like George, I'd like to be betting it like I had a big pair and then hit the river, hit my card and check it, let them bet, raise them. But if I'm playing,
Like Marianne.
No, Miss.
There's no getting Marianne off a hand. So
no, and you can't bluff her, and that's how she wins so much money here. Everybody just tries to bully her, and there's no bullying Miss Marianne. She's going to take it down.
She also has a pretty good idea when she's beaten and whatever, though. So
yes, her game has changed in the last year also. Paul wired 5s. Big Taco with the basil. Kenny with the basil +1. Duplantis always has that big smile going. So we're gonna have a decent sized pre-flop pot. $205 up for grabs after the $40 raise. Button does fold. Oh, he's just in there to have some fun, but he doesn't know he's the only one with a king. Flop comes out 6-3-6. Fives are in the lead. Who'd have thunk it? Checks around 5 players. Turn card comes a deuce. One hand too late for Mr. Moyer. Did Paul just bet it?
He did.
Oh, he's got 5. I was gonna say, what the heck is he doing? But he's got the best hand. Nobody can call it. Look at this.
I kind of would have liked to see a bet there from Paul on the flop.
Just to kind of see where you were.
Just to, well, one, to kind of establish a betting pattern or maintain a betting pattern, and then 2, to, I mean, like, you've got 5s on a 6-6-4 board.
Yeah, on a 6 high board.
You're pretty, it's pretty likely that you're ahead there.
With a $40 pre-flop raise. I like it.
I mean, you kind of expect that there's probably going to be a bunch of big cards out there, and when a flop like 6-6-4 comes, of course, you're also pretty badly out of position, so maybe just checking it around on the flop there makes a lot of sense too. But
I don't necessarily hate it. I don't love it.
it worked, so it's hard to
So here's my
criticize.
philosophy on that. If it works, it's the right play.
There you go.
Syracuse, Miami, still 21-14 in the second quarter. 38 seconds left, and Syracuse has the ball right now, and they're driving again. Is this going to be a day of the upsets?
Let's hope so.
Miami's already 10-1. Are they out of the playoffs if they lose?
Uh,
That puts them 10-2.
I mean, I think it would be tough to put a 9-3 Alabama above a 10-2 Miami.
I don't think it is though. Alabama's 8-3. They're not even 9-2.
Yeah, Alabama has 3 losses already.
Oh, you're talking. Oh, I see what you're saying now. I took it backwards. Can Boise State make the playoffs 11-1?
So I think that they have a shot. I don't know. It's really hard to tell what the playoff committee is thinking when they're putting all their stuff together. So it's really tough to predict. But I think that I would like to see a Boise State get in there, just to have the chance to make something happen.
What about South Carolina?
I mean, once A&M wins this weekend and next weekend, that's not really going to be an option.
If and buts were candy and nuts, we'd all have 7-8 right now. BYU's 9-2. I like years like this where I really hope Oregon loses, just so there's no undefeated teams. Because then, if there's undefeated teams, it's easy. They go to the playoff. They should go to the playoffs.
Yeah.
But if there's no undefeated teams, then that's where it starts getting wishy-washy. Because do you take a 9-3 team out of the SEC over a 10-2 team out of like the Pac-12 or whoever, the ACC?
Yeah. I think at some point you really have to look at resumes and see, like, okay, so they lost teams, but who did they lose to? Like, Notre Dame has 1 loss on the season, but it was to, like, Northwestern or something like that, like, NIU.
Yeah.
That like, should never even be on the field with Notre Dame. And so you look at that loss and you go, well, that's a really terrible loss, but how many good wins do they have? They've got some pretty good wins.
And I'm over here trying to find where Miami lost.
I want to say they lost to Georgia Tech.
I'm looking.
And
No?
I don't remember who their other loss was to.
Oh, yep, they lost Georgia Tech 28-23. That's their only loss. Yeah, 10-1.
Yeah.
That's their only
Yeah.
loss.
So yeah. If they lose this game, then they would go to 10-2. Georgia Tech gave Georgia everything they could possibly handle last weekend. And that was
It was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
So right now, Oregon, Texas, is that SMU?
Yes.
Oregon. Oh, Ohio State's got to play in the first round.
Yeah, because Oregon has their bye.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was trying to figure that out. So Boise State, Miami, Texas, and Oregon have a first round bye. Tennessee plays Georgia. Wow.
Texas will lose their first round bye tonight, though.
Arizona plays Ohio State, but that's going to switch because everybody's going to shift up a number. Where do you think they dropped to, Ohio State?
Oh, were they at 5 or 6?
They were 2.
2. Oh, yeah. No, they're probably going to be somewhere between 6 and 8.
You don't think a loss to an unranked team isn't going to drop them further than that?
I don't think so. I mean, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it yet this year. Generally, it's about 5 spots is what I've seen in those situations.
So was that their second loss this season?
Yes, because they also lost to Oregon.
Okay, so you think a 10-2 Ohio State is better than a 10-2 Tennessee? Their one loss came to number 6, or one of their 2 losses came to number 6 Georgia, and their other loss came to unranked Arkansas.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough call because you've got Ohio State having lost to Oregon and Michigan, unranked Michigan and number 1 Ohio, or number 1 Oregon. So, I think that'd be a really really tough call.
What is A&M ranked?
We're 20th in
Oh, there it
the
is.
polls.
I was trying to see.
I'm not sure where we are in the CFP or if we're even in the
So y'all lost to an unranked Auburn.
and an unranked South Carolina. At
No,
least they were unranked at the time.
South Carolina was 16th. I like how
They
it
are
keeps-
now. Or was it?
No,
No, they were.
yeah.
They were.
ranked 16th. They weren't unranked then.
That's right.
And then
And a Notre Dame. Very first game of the season.
I don't see that game on here. It has their first game as
Are
Auburn.
those are backwards. They're in reverse order.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Just kidding. So they were ranked number 5 when Notre Dame beat them.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
As soon as A&M lost to South Carolina, I said that the only way that A&M was getting in the playoffs was to win the championship. The SEC.
Can they win the SEC?
Yeah.
I love college football.
So right now the SEC championship is Georgia and whoever wins between Texas and A&M tonight.
Holy crap.
Yeah, no, this game is big. This game is really, really big.
Okay.
It also 2 days ago became the most expensive college football tickets in history.
Look at this. Mr. Ryan setting down first hand of the night, pocket 6s. First hand at KoJack's, right?
I believe that's correct, yes.
It's not going to be easy for him. Oh, no, it's not his first hand. He's already up $190.
Oh, well.
We must have missed his first hand right there. So hand number 3 for him. We'll just call it on that one right there. 5-way action. Flop comes out. Ace, Jack, Deuce, 2 diamonds. Nobody's got the diamonds except for Ryan. He's got backdoor.
All
So
those cards and only 1 diamond out there.
It's always great to see new players jumping in the live streams. Like sitting, he doesn't know this, but the gentleman sitting directly to his right is one of the most established players at this table. He doesn't know it, though. So a little bet, $10. Oh, that's why he bet 10. I mean, that's how easy. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, come sign up at KoJack's if you're not a member. First day here, we guarantee that you'll turn a set of 6s. Bet 25. Big Taco makes the call with a pair of aces. He doesn't know that the check mark is already on Ryan. River card is a king. And I think whatever gets bet right here is going to get called by Big Taco.
He made a big Frankie may see the straight possible
And
out
Frankie
there.
folded it. So that's me standing right behind him. And what I'm about to do is Ryan has not played on the live stream. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask him if he's ever played live stream at any other card room. And I was trying to wait for him to stack up his chips. And then you're going to see me lean in and talk to him here in just a minute. And what I'm doing is I'm covering the rules of the live stream. All cards must be read at all points in time. Do not fold a hand without reading your cards. And also, do you have your cell phone? If you do, I got to set it over there. So I asked him for it. And he goes, yeah, I got it. And I was like, no, bro, I really do need your cell phone. I got to set it over there. He goes, oh, okay. And I was like, hey, for reals, I need that cell phone, bro. You can't keep it in your pocket. But welcome to the room, Mr. Ryan. Brand new member, first day at KoJack's, already up over $200. It's going to be a good day for him.
Yeah, I think 1, 2 better open it. Yeah, let me know. Ooh, I get to watch myself deal.
There you go. It's a little surreal, isn't it?
A little. It makes me notice I need a haircut. The back of my hair. No one said anything, I guess. Is that Ryan's second pocket pair?
That is Ryan's second pair of sixes in his hand
Oh, wow.
in a row. That is nuts.
That's crazy.
Oh, and Charlie isn't here to see his 5-3.
I'm about to get slowly folded.
Yeah. Crying a little bit if he saw that. All right, ace against 6-6.
2 7s come. If I remember correctly, he bet 60 here. I think he... I can't remember if he gets a call. It folds. It folds, yep.
Yeah.
Y'all takes it down with top pair. Okay. Question that I've been asking people. If you have... No, what does top mean to you?
Means top pair, top kicker.
Okay, thank you. Some people were like, I have top 2. Like, they were saying top as in they had, like, top 2 pair.
Ah.
I'm like,
Yep. No, top 2 is a different thing.
yep, top 2 is top pair, top kicker.
Yep. A lot of times I tell people when I fold, I had bottom. worst pair, worst kicker.
There you go. Well, all right, I'll select no pair.
There
Just
you go.
ace high. Got Joey in the box now. We got a bomb pot. 10 from everybody. Ryan does know how to play the bomb pots. He did say. So when we're doing the bomb pot, we burn the first one, do 2 boards, and then put it at the bottom.
When you have a full table,
Yeah, full table 10.
I think that they generally want us to burn the first burn to the bottom. And then after that, it's just normal.
What does that mean? First burn to the bottom.
So instead of taking the burn off the top and sliding it under the chips, you would take it off, pull the card up, and then put your entire deck on top of the card you just pulled off. So the burn, instead of going into the burn pile where it would normally go, it goes to the bottom of the deck and actually becomes one of the cards that will come out in the end.
Okay. And then and then it's like normal burn, turn.
Yep.
Okay. Or burn river.
So basically you turn one of your burn cards into one of the cards that'll come out.
Okay. Got an A7-5 board and King Queen 3. Man, trying to read all these hands at one time.
Yep. So Kenny down there looks like he's got a lot of opportunity on the bottom board.
Mary, 70% equity. I think she has... Oh, she has top pair and some...
An
top.
ace or a 9 for a straight.
Yep. And some straight
On the
opportunities.
top. It doesn't look anybody is really playing both boards. Moyer with pocket aces is pretty strong on the bottom, though.
And aces up top. I think he still has best option on the other board. He's not even playing because ace is straight. No one has 2 pair. Queen.
Yeah, but Mary now has a lot of options on the bottom board. So Mary is actually in a pretty good spot right now with opportunities to win either board.
Oh yeah, because she got straight opportunities on both now.
Exactly. Moyer also has the hearts on the bottom though, so that makes it a little more difficult for Mary to get to the straight and win.
And then Kenny has the opportunity for the straight down below.
Yeah, the smaller straight
Small straight.
on the bottom. But I mean a 3 or an 8 is really what he needs there.
Mary folds it. Mary folds the 2 pair. Both of them.
Both draws.
Both draws.
Looks like everybody folded around, and so Moyer takes it with a set of aces.
Yeah, best hand won at that time. Tony Hall. Hey everyone. Hope you had a great holiday. You too, Tony.
I had a pretty good holiday.
Yeah, I was talking with Charlie about turkey. He said he wished he was here so he could hear what I said. I said I wasn't a big fan of turkey on. Like, I understand turkey for Thanksgiving, but I end up eating more ham than anything else. For me, at least, how it's been made in my house, it's always dry.
That's a cooking problem. That's not a turkey problem.
Yeah, that's always what I thought. But I'm like, all right, well, if we can't cook the turkey right, might as well take it out.
I always preferred dark meat turkey because the dark meat was always like it was never dry.
Yeah.
But whenever I grew up and learned how to actually cook turkeys, I can make the breast juicy too, and so
Nice.
I like the whole thing now.
You mix the breast with the mashed potatoes and the gravy.
Yeah. I always I like dip my mashed potatoes in a few options, and a few of my other sides.
But I also like ham too, so
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not a hater either way.
Ham's a staple.
I also feel like people like what they like, and if they like something I don't like, then more power to them.
Nah. They gotta like what I like. No.
I'm not one of those guys that's gonna like serve you steaks and they get mad if you want to put like ketchup on it. I mean, if you want to ruin your steak, that's your business.
Oh yeah. Flop coming out ace 4 ace. Mary with trips.
Mary's gonna kill it.
Ryan with some flush opportunities. The nut flush he would have.
That flush opportunity.
King comes out, gives him a pair to go with it. And not a lot of clubs left. Only 3 clubs left.
Yeah, but at this point he has to have one of those clubs too. Like, he might think that a king is good here, but it's not.
Yeah. 3 of spades. Miss Mary's good. Is she going to check it? Let Ryan bluff into it? I think she's betting it.
Yeah, she bet it.
What was that? I think she said 175. 50. I was off.
A little bit.
Just a little off.
Just a little bit. I don't know that I really like a bet here for Mary. I mean, you do risk. Oh, wow.
Call?
I was going to say you do risk not getting any more money in the pot with just a check behind, but
I think it was a good down bet. It was a good small bet to get any calls out of pretty much exactly what Ryan was playing, like king.
yeah.
And then Christian Moyer, let's go. Congratulates Moyer on his winning of the bomb pot. And says dark meat makes a good next day turkey pot pie with the leftovers.
Yeah, it does.
I do love a good pot pie. The Marie calendars are really good.
So when I was very, very young, living in Odessa, there was a grocery store going out of business, Strike It Rich, I think. And they put their individual pot pies on sale.
Ah.
And my mother came home from the grocery store, and I swear the entire back end of the station wagon was full of, like, cases of
Jeez.
pot pies. And so it seemed like we had pot pies for about 6 months, nothing but pot pies. And so every night we'd be like, "What's for dinner, Mom?" She'd be like, "Turkey."
Yep, turkey again.
"We're having turkey." "Yep, turkey pot pies." "Oh, pot pies again." And so to this day, like, I will not eat an individual pot pie. I don't mind the family size versions where like you cut it up and divvy it up or whatever, but the individuals, I'm just like, no, I have no desire for that.
The similar thing happened I guess Sam's having a big sale on Reese's Fast Breaks. My grandma got us so many. I think we ate them for years. So I've never seen a Reese's Fast Break after that, and I don't care to see it ever again.
I'd be okay if I never saw another one.
Duplantis hitting top pair here. I think he thinks he's good now after the checks around.
I think you would kind of have to think you were good here.
Yeah.
The only thing you might be worried about is if somebody's holding like 4s or 5s or
Or-
8s.
Yeah, maybe 10-8 suited got there, 2 pair. Mary
I think
calls
you've
with her
got
5. And tons of outs. Any flush, any 7, any 5. 11 to be exact, left.
6s? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Ace of diamonds gets there. She gets the flush.
And Brian knows that it's very possible she could be on a flush draw.
I think if Mary bets small enough, Duplantis is just forced to call. Bets 50. Good fold from Duplantis. 50 into 240, 295.
Yeah.
Great laydown.
But he also knows that Mary is fully capable of just putting in a check there if she's not really strong.
Yeah. And then calling with the gutter. Not
Yeah.
well, not the gutter. What is that, a gutter?
It is a gutter, but you've also got the flush draw, and so it's a pretty strong draw right there.
Well, no, I was meaning gutter. Can you have a gutter to a flush or no? That's just for straights, right?
Yeah, no, there's no gutter for flushing.
Okay.
If you've got a flush draw, any of them will do.
Yeah.
So it's not really.
Just a draw, not a
Yeah.
gutter. On to the next hand. Duplantis, King Jack not suited. Smooth calling the 5. Mary pocket queens. The ladies for the lady. And she smooth calls. Mary loves to set the trap with pocket pairs. She flatted with 10s. She's flatting with queens. 8, 7, 9. She does have the best of it at the moment.
Not a terrible flop for queens, but still there's a lot of straight possibility out there. If you're Mary here, you might need to make a stab at this to take it down.
And she just smooth calls.
But you're also somewhat concerned about like a Jack 10 type holding.
Yeah.
8 is not a happy card for the queens. And then that is just absolutely disgusting if you're holding the queens.
Yeah. I think Mary needs to take a stab at it early and get a few 10-7 suiteds out of there. Miss Mary calls if it fold them. Good fold.
Yep. She knows that any 5 or any 10 beats her, and there's too many people in the pot for queens to be good there.
Paul calls with the low end of the straight. And he takes it down with the 10 of diamonds for the top straight. Man, Chase and Charlie make this look easy, this commentating stuff. I run out of stuff to talk about immediately if the hand's not going.
Yeah.
They're like 2 broken records.
Well, Charlie loves to talk, and he's great to talk to. He has a lot of knowledge about a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, especially.
And so he just it's kind of part of his personality. And Chase has been in the entertainment industry long enough to
be able to talk in front of a mic.
Yeah, to just be able to keep going and keep going. King, queen, king 10, ace 9, 5, 6 from Duplantis.
Duplantis on the button, so just completing the 10, defending the button. Probably a pretty easy fold now.
Kenny's probably pretty happy right here.
Checking it.
Yep.
I thought Duplantis was
I
getting
don't know that I like a check there with 2 hearts on the board, but it does, at least to some degree,
kind of disguise your ace.
I mean, somewhat. If you come out and bet here, then everybody expects that you probably were trapping on the flop.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really hard for anybody to have something to call you with here. Moyer maybe with the queen, but Moyer tends to play my experience, fairly tight, and so
Call.
he makes the call. He also knows that Kenny is very capable of bluffing in this spot. So
Yeah. I'm not mad at a call from Moyer in this situation, just because you might be thinking your queen is good. You got a pretty strong kicker. The only thing he's really beating you is an ace, and then you can see a free card. Ooh. But then you get into trouble like this. He boats up. Boat versus boat. Still a check. I think Kenny bets 110.
I mean, the only thing Kenny has to worry about here is pocket queens, and I don't think that Moyer is playing pocket queens as passively.
Yeah. And Moyer forced a call now at this point.
Yeah, he just has to.
Yeah, that queen makes Kenny an extra $110.
So I think that probably the check there on the flop actually
Makes him a decent amount of
earned
money.
Kenny 2 extra calls. Because I think if he leads out on that flop, I think that Moyer probably lays it down.
Yeah. Or if he leads out there and then bets on the turn, I think Moyer gets out of there as well.
Yeah.
At one point in that, he's folding. Got a straddle from Hee Haw. Do you know why he chose the name Hee Haw?
His last name is Hawi,
Really?
and so he just goes by Hee Haw.
Oh, I had no idea. He played it the other day. I was like, I don't know his name, but it's literally Hee Haw or Ha Hee.
Hawi.
Mary with the ace of deuce suited. Diamonds. Diamonds are dancing. No 5-3 being played yet. No 7-2 being played yet.
The plan is in there with Clyde's old favorite hand, 7-4.
7-4.
Yeah. Did you ever meet Clyde?
So my uncle worked with Clyde.
Ah.
Worked at Hidden Enterprises and Royal Flush. He's the owner of the Royal Flush now.
Nice.
So yeah, went to Clyde for a lot of fundraisers. Like, hey Clyde, hey, can I have like $20 for this fundraiser, please?
Yep.
Yeah. So met Clyde when I was younger.
Yeah,
And
Clyde
much more.
Clyde was a really great guy.
Yeah.
We all miss him a whole lot.
So it was funny the other day. His poster kept falling down. It was like he was talking to us, saying something.
Trying to get our attention.
And Paul with the best of it. Kings and queens with a jack kicker. Kenny betting out with his jack for 75. Paul with the fold.
Yep.
Kenny gets it with the jack. Does respect from Paul.
Five kicker probably hurt too.
Yeah. Pretty much that's all you're beating is a jack.
That's about it. Queen gets there with a set or trips, and the jack is about all you're beating there. Like other kings, I think are probably playing the board unless it's the ace.
Yeah, so good realization from Kenny to bet that to get all top pairs to fold. Targeting hands exactly like Paul's.
Yep.
Mary, her fourth, I think, pocket pair, pocket fours. Once again, just flatting. If she hits one of these sets, it's going to be dangerous for whoever runs into it.
It would be, yes.
Yeehaw, doubling up on the fours. He said, double it, give it to me. I'll take eights. Just flats. They're both hoping to set mine. 4-8 ace would be an action flop. Let's see what it is. 4-5 queen. Mary with the bottom set.
No more fours to come, though, because Ruben's got her last 4.
Ruben's got the last 4. Moyer leads out with his top pair.
Nobody with the front door diamonds.
Only Moyer with the backdoor king flush.
Yep.
Ruben folding bottom pair. He might be inclined to see one more card, hoping an 8 comes out. Another 5. Miss Mary boats up. Checking her boat. Checks around. 10. Miss Mary with the best of it.
Ooh, and the flush gets there, so Moyer's probably not going to be able to call anything.
Mary checks her boat. No bet. Mary, passive player. She's not mean. She's not gonna milk any money out of you. She's just gonna let you do it to yourself.
It's part of what makes her so hard to play against, though. Like, you never know when she is
has
like
it.
really, really strong, because she's not necessarily going to be betting it when she's really, really strong.
Yeah, she's just calling him down. I would have liked to see one bet at least. I'm surprised Moyer didn't take a stab at it with queen. With this queen.
He did on the flop.
Well, on the river. But is a good play, not stabbing at it.
Yeah. Yep, Frankie's got to take a stab at this with 2 diamonds on the board. Mary's not going anywhere. Nut flush draw, and also the straight flush draw in there. Mary gets there with the straight. Frankie's going to keep betting. Looks like Mary's going for some raisin chips. Maybe that was just a call. Check on the river. Mary takes down another pot.
What is this? Miss Moyer's talking about dark meat makes next day turkey. Oh, I forgot about turkey pot pie. You know what we did with our Miss Kristen? You know what we did with our leftover turkey? We rolled it up and made taquitos, turkey taquitos with them. They were really good. What's up, Mr. Tony? Welcome in. Welcome in, Mikey D. Look at this. Team Mary already, she's got a stack of chips.
Yeah.
Somebody just walked out of the live stream room. I was out there getting the 1-2 table going, and they said, Miss Mary is doing what she does best, crushing the table.
Yeah.
I love it. I love to see Miss Mary win. Hey, I didn't know all of them were on that. I thought just Piglet was on it.
Yep, no, it's the whole crew.
It's the whole crew. Did you ever see the Winnie the Pooh horror movie where Winnie the Pooh was the murderer?
I think I may have seen something like that, but if I did, I've blocked it.
I'm pretty sure it's somebody wearing a mask. I hadn't seen it, though. But I still got some ham left in the fridge. We took the bone. We're going to make Mom some beans with it. She likes ham hock beans or ham,
yeah.
whatever the heck it's called. Heck no, beans are disgusting.
Oh, no, that's great stuff right there.
All right, if you're in the chat and you think beans are disgusting, type in 1. If you think beans are amazing and they should be cooked more often, type in 2. I'm a hardcore 1.
I'm all about the 2, baby.
Yuck. If you like beans, type in 2. If you don't like them, type in 1. Let us know where you stand. We're taking the KoJack's Live poll of the day. If you're in love with beans, type in 2. If you think they should never be made again, type in 1. Ryan already set down to several pocket pairs in his first stint on KoJack's Live. Look at this. They're folding quick.
Yeah, they are.
Got 1, 2 running out in the outer room. About to open up another 5 on the button table. And look at this. Kenny G flops top pair. 2 queen 4s, both suited. Oh, let a queen come on the turn. Let a queen come on the turn. That would be exciting. Big Taco makes the call. Kenny G makes the call with top pair. Dirty 30. We're going to have 4 players. 9-3. Paul got caught with his pants down trying to bluff at that pot. 9-3, Paul. Here comes the runner 5 river card ace. Paul is officially 0% to win this hand. Kenny G got a big lock on it, 93%. And look at this. Paul with a 0% chance to win. Paul throws out another 30.
Paul says, there's only one way I'm winning this hand. I'm going to see if I can make it happen.
He can actually win it on the river with like $115 if a 7 or king doesn't come. Oh, yeah. He could 100% win it if he throws out like 85. Come on, Paul. Does he have it? Oh, he bet 50. Oh, and he got called. Oh, he got called. Kenny thought he had it. Mr. McDonald thought he had it from the flop, and he was correct. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it is getting juicy, getting salty. We got one player down 500. Nope, down 300 now. That was a big jump on Kenny's chip stack. He went from $550 down to $300. Quick little $200 jump. Big Taco down just $1.25. Mr. Duplantis, as always, somehow he finds a way to win on the live stream. He is up again. Ruben just down 100. Mr. Hee-Haw up $20. Mr. Moyer is only down $10. When I left earlier, he was down $150.
That sounds about right.
Miss Mary, $350 in the plus. Mr. Paul's now down just $200. George is just down just a little. He's actually down the same amount. Ryan is up in his KoJack's debut, KoJack's Live. So here we go, moving around to hand number 49.
Looks like we got a live straddle here.
Straddle for 10. Who straddled it? Oh, Mr. Ryan straddled it?
He did.
With Queen Jack, it was raised to $65. Oh, he raised it to $65.
He raised it to 65.
He said, my straddle's not good enough. Let's bump it on up. And that's going to thin the field. I think only George. Oh, Paul is going to call. George is going to have to call this. I like how calculated George sets his chips into the pot. Sign me up for next Saturday, Justin Caldwell. You definitely 100% have it. We'll get you on the list, my brother. 245, be here, all right? Flop comes out. Ace of hearts, 7 of clubs, 3 of spades, ace 7-3. Nobody hits nada. Paul does what he did last hand. He says, I'm going to play the odds. I'm going to bet it. And if you got it, you call. I'll try it again on the turn. If you call it, I'll try it again on the river. And this time it works. $170 profit there. $310 shipped his way. And that actually puts him 28. He went from $198 down to $28 down now. That's how beautiful this game is. I love it.
Big change off of one hand.
I know, right? That's the amazing thing about this game is just as quick as you're down, you got to be ready for the roller coasters. Hammy, I got you. Any certain seat you want, Ham? You will be the official first on the list, so you get to pick your seat 1 through 10, and it's yours. Five it is. 5 is where Mr. Sprite Hawhy is sitting in the hoodie. Flop comes out. 21, pay the house. 4-7, jack. 4, nobody's got a jack. We see 1-4, 1-7. Man, these flops have been all over the place. Taco bets out with nothing, and the 2 with a pair call him. I love poker. Taco bets out again. 20 this time. And Miss Mary Taco's got to know if he doesn't hit a queen, he's not betting this time. And there we are, deuce. 140 in the pot, and he's going a little deeper. 20, he's getting called by Miss Mary. She's a killer. She's a man killer. Look at this. Miss Mary calls it down, shows him the ace-7. She knows where she is. Look at that. She almost cracked a smile. There it goes. Oh, we love Miss Mary. Yes, Hammy, happy holidays. We miss you, man. Hey, enjoy the family time. Give them all a hug. Make sure they feel you there. And hope you enjoy the holidays with your friends and family back at home. Where's home at? I want to say it's East Texas, but I'm not sure. I can't remember what he had said. But welcome back home, man. Enjoy the time with them all.
Absolutely.
Okay, who's in the hand?
Oh, my gosh. Look at that. Look at the replay on this pass. Oh, my gosh. So the Miami game and Syracuse, you'll be there tomorrow playing. Glad to hear that, Ham. We'll see you out here. We'll save you a seat. So Syracuse is playing, unranked Syracuse is playing number 6 Miami, 28-21. And Mr. Gwynn, a.k.a. Santa Claus, is watching for this replay. That was just a beautiful pass. Fully covered, and somehow he managed to pull that in. Here it goes. It's going to be on the top side. Fully covered, pulls it in. Flop comes out 9-9-8. Nobody with a 9. The other 2 players, Big Taco and Miss Mary, they're going to tangle again. Look at this. Oh, and Kenny G with the straight flush draw, looking for that 10 of clubs to fill her up. Makes the call of 35. So we're going to have, and Ryan, brand new to the room. Hey, head out to KoJack's if you're not a member. Outside Baton Rouge. Oh, dang, you're way down there, Ham. Pocket 5s. He had pocket 5s and he folded them. Holy crap. Head out to KoJack's. First time here, you're guaranteed just to flop sets. Big Taco with the 8-7 has the check mark. And he can't even bet it. He doesn't think he has it. Look at that. Down. And here goes Miss Mary Ann's cards face up. He's double checking the board to make sure that his 7 plays. And look at that. He says, did I just beat you, Miss Mary? Did I just beat you? So Miss Mary, over $1,000 in her stack. So perfect, so beautiful. Love to see it. We love to see any of the players out here win, but it's always sweet when a super amazing woman wins, comes in and just smiles. She's just here to have a good old-fashioned time, and that's exactly what she's doing. So if you're just now joining us, joining in, wondering what we got going this month as these cards are coming out, we're going to show you this calendar. This is our December 2024 calendar. And if you look on the top right, we're dropping the qualifiers for the bad beat every day. Tomorrow it starts aces full of kings. That's got to be the losing hand. Both your whole cards must play. Aces full of kings. Then on Monday, aces full of queens. Tuesday, aces full of jacks. And it continues down. And if it's not hit by the time we get to December the 31st, queens full of 9s is all it takes. Do you think somebody's going to walk out of here with 50% of the $15,000 bad beat? We're waiting on them. We're wanting you to hit it. All you got to do is be clocked into any of the cash tables. It's got to be no limit hold'em, and it's got to have a minimum of 5 players playing. Then don't forget, New Year's Eve, we've got that $10,000 guaranteed free roll. Come get you some. After midnight on New Year's Eve, we will be running $500 $100 cash drawings. The only way that you can win those is to have played in the tournament and be clocked in playing cash. We're giving away $3,000 more to anyone seated and playing that played in that tournament. We'll be drawing some amazing tickets. So here we go. Hand number 52 already on the grab. And let's take a look at the win percentages. If we can get that graphic up. If not, we'll get it up after this hand. I think it's going to come up after all the cards are dealt out, though. There we go. Miss Mary Ann up over $1,000, $410 up. Duplantis, he's in the chip lead, only up $330. Big Taco, $10.80 in his stack. And he is just right around $20 down. That's called even. And look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Mary Ann continues. Look at this. She picks up pocket aces, and she just smooth calls the 15. If you're in the chat, look at this. Team Mary, here we go. Smooth calls with pocket aces. Flop comes out 2 hearts and a 10 of clubs. Moyer's got the up and down straight draw with a flush draw. It looks like he throws out 50. I'm not sure. 25, excuse me, 25. Miss Mary Ann calls that 25. We're now heads up. Turn card coming. 7 of hearts. Mr. Moyer now has a straight flush draw. He's got the flush right now. He checks. Miss Mary Ann throws out $75. You don't see her bet too often. She's got the nut flush redraw, though. Miss Mary Ann bets 75. Mr. Moyer raises it up $250. He set the trap right there. Let's see if Miss Mary Ann does call this. She's got $845 in her stack, and she is reaching for chips. Look at that look by Mr. Moyer. He's double checking, see what the lady has there, and that's the call. We've got $725 in the pot. River card is not a heart. It is a 3 of clubs, and now action's on Mr. Moyer. How much more can he get? He says all in. Oh, no, he did not say all in. He said $350. Just kidding. He's trying to maximize his value, and I don't know that Miss Mary Ann's going to be able to get away from this. She's studying it long and hard. Pocket aces are going to be a hard card to get away from, especially with the board pairing the 3s. Unless she puts Mr. Moyer on a flush, she's going to have to make this call. And she puts him on it. She puts him on it. Is he going to show her? No, he does not show her. She says, nice hand. She takes a sip of her Diet Dr. Pepper, and she's back to the drawing boards. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is Mr. Moyer. He's now on the plus side. He's up $375. Went from just $10 down that hand to being plus $375. Miss Mary Ann went from being plus $400 to being plus $70. So she's still in the green. Also, we've got Haughey is exactly even, ladies and gentlemen. That's tough to do. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 players on the plus side. 1, 2, 3, 4 players on the negative side. And 1 even. We got 5 players on the negative side. Excuse me. Did you just go to Whataburger? No. And Mr. Gutshot even Haughey is under the gun. He calls the 5. Action moves around to George. 8 ace suited. He's going to raise it up to $20. Ruben's going to let it go. No jacks and 6s in his hand. Miss Mary Ann lost one of her first hands. She had pocket aces. Ace of hearts. Moyer's got 8, 9 of hearts. Flop comes Jack, 10 of hearts. And turn card comes another heart. A 7 of hearts gives him a straight flush draw and the flush. Miss Mary Ann's got the backdoor hearts for the nut straight, and it does not get there. Board pairs. Moyer bets $350, and she lets it go. Look at that. Miss Moyer in there. Go, babe. Versace purse coming. Versace purse on its way, Miss Moyer. And here we go. 3-way action to the flop. $65 in there. Flop comes out 5-5 jack. And that's why 5-3 is so strong. 5 deuce in this case would be just as strong.
Just as strong. but behind.
And George bet fold, and just like that, all you got to do is scoop in one of those pots, win $45 every round, and that's $45. That's $90 an hour.
Yep.
Not many people in this world make $90 an hour. I love poker. I'm surprised to see Mr. Moyer has not ordered lunch yet. He's always an orderer. And, you know, we go get food, but then I see his order come, and I'm like, man, I wish I would have ordered where he ordered from, because he always orders from good places.
He does do that.
Oh, now for the matching shoes, please. That's what I like to hear. Okay, matching Versace shoes or red bottom shoes, Miss Moyer. I got asked to buy a pair of red bottom shoes, did not know how much they cost, and I walked into Nordstrom's or Macy's, whatever it was, and I was like, yeah, I'll take that pair, because they don't have a ding price on them. I was like, yeah, I'll take that pair of red bottoms. This is red bottoms, right? They're called red bottoms because the bottom's red. Did not know that. 5-3, Paul. I hope you win this hand. And the price on these shoes was $900. And at that point right there, I didn't want to back out. I was like, yeah, those are the ones I want.
Yeah, those ones. I'll take those, I guess.
Yeah, I'll take those. Do you have any on sale? All right, so we got Ace 8, brand new player versus seasoned veteran Big Taco Ace King suited. $130 in the pot, and Big Taco scoops it in. Ace 8 says, no, I'll take the red bottom shoes. Not overly picky. So what's more expensive, Versace shoes or red bottom shoes?
I don't know.
That makes me think Versace shoes are more. Let me see.
They're all out of my price range.
I don't even know if I can spell Versace. Versace shoes. Wow. I didn't even spell it right. I put a T in it. There's no T in it. All right, let's look at the price on these shoes. I'm going to their official website. Oh my gosh, flip-flops are $175. Flip-flops or Versace flip-flops are $175. Wow.
Ooh, we got lots of folks in this one. Oh, and there's your 5-3 again.
I know 5-3 is in it to win it.
Frankie representing the Charlie. Oh, and there it is.
Look at this, Carter. This is why you play 5-3. Ladies and gentlemen, Carter was doubting it. Carter was doubting it. This is why you play 5-3 right here, Carter. Hey, happy Thanksgiving, Mr.
Oh,
Carter.
and Moyer coming along with the flush draw.
Uh-oh.
And Duplantis with top pair thinks he might be good.
7 of clubs on the turn.
Duplantis leading out with top pair. Moyer says, I'm not interested in the flush anymore.
Holy crap.
And Frankie's coming along for sure.
Versace shoes are up to $2,000 on their website. That is incredible. Holy crap. Miss Moyer, I hope he wins enough to buy you a purse and the shoes. And just like that, Mr. Carter, 5-3, rakes it in. I love Carter. That last comment didn't age well. Hey, that's probably the only time in our chat that last comment didn't age well with someone playing 5-3. It never works, except for that last time.
Except for when it does.
Yes. And by the way, Miss Moyer and Mr. Carter, happy Thanksgiving, you guys.
Absolutely. Happy Thanksgiving.
So here we are again. And just because Mr. Carter's joining the chat just now, I want to show him this. The road to the bad beat has been laid, and every day during the month of December, Carter, we are dropping the qualifier till it's hit. Starts with aces full of kings on the 1st, and if it makes it to the 31st, queens full of 9s will be there to win. That's all you have to do is lose with queens full of 9s on December 31st. Oh, big hugs, Miss Moyer, big hugs. Wired 9s, Queen Jack, Acey Deucey, Queen 10, and never getting rid of 9-3 Paul. He's in there. I love that. He ain't scared, man. He's over here betting with air. I love it. Mr. Moyer checking his phone. King 10 on the flop with a 3. Paul hits bottom pair. George hits the upper and downer. Hawhy is in the lead. I was trying to find who has a pair bigger than Ryan's. Hawhy's going to bet it like he got it. And in this case, he does have it. Syracuse and Miami are now tied, ladies and gentlemen, in the third quarter, 28-28. Heads up, Queen Jack versus Queen 10. Pair of tens is in the lead. 6 of spades on the turn. We're sitting at 80-20 pretty much to win right now. Oh, that's a bad card for George. Unless he puts Hahi on a king, which I think he does. Because everything that Hahi could have been betting right there got there with the queen. I don't think George makes this call. Look, I wish we could be in. I wish there was some machine where we could plug it into their head and have them thinking. Because right now I see just calculations going through George's head. Queen Jack, Ace King, Ace 10. What could it be there? How could he bet it? When could he have bet it? I would love to be able to see or read what's in his head, because at a point like this, I mean, the only thing that he would be calling would be a stone cold bluff, and he's got to be giving him credit for kings the whole way, and that's what he was doing. So nice hand.
It's gonna be Bush's chicken, guys. Okay, that's where what's her name's gonna go first.
Do we have a?
All right, here we go. Hand number 5, 7, 57, and it's going to be folded around just as quick. George gets up for the table. Waiting on our graphics guy to catch up with us here. Action's already all the way around the table, and our graphics guy is just sitting here looking at us like, what am I supposed to do that? So while we're waiting on those graphics from Mr. Dawson sitting back there, every high tide touchdown. Alabama, are they still even in the playoff picture, Carter? High tide Alabama. I love it. I love it. Here we go. Back to some poker action. 4 players in the hand. And Carter, look at this. 5-3 is so strong. Nobody has it on this hand, of course, but 5-3 is the monster. Miss Mary with 7-4, backdoor hearts, and gut shot into the 6. Can she do it? She throws out 25 and bets it. I mean, nobody can call it. Nobody can call it. She scoops in another one. 20% chance to get in. What about the Longhorns? Are they going to win tonight, Carter? You weren't in here when we were taking those polls. 1, if the Longhorns are going to win. 2, if they're going to lose. When we took this poll earlier, it was all ones across the board. Except for the guy in the booth with me, Chris Gwynn, says, he said it in like a little mouse voice, 2, I think 2's going to win. His mic's on mute right now, so I can talk all the crap I want to, and he can't say anything. Carter's probably going to pop off. He's not a Longhorn fan at all. He's going to say A&M's going to win. Longhorns win? He said yes, they win. I like that. Oh, I like that. He's a guns up all the way fan. So here we go. What's that?
And we accept him anyway.
Hey, no, we love Longhorn fans here. We love. I mean, when
he's the other guns up. Remember? He's got that Tech lineage.
Oh, that's okay. People from Tech, they recognize good teams when they see them. Longhorns, they're one of the top in the nation. They're gonna, if they win tonight, they'll be number 2 next week. If they win tonight, they will be number 2. Cheap viewers on, don't know. What's up, Specific? How are you doing tonight? I'm whoever covers the spread fan. That's spoken like a true gambler right there. I love it. Here we go. Six-way action. $245 in the pot pre-flop. Flop comes out 6-3-6. Oh, this is going to be big. Miss Mary's got pocket kings. Ryan, our brand new player, has a 6 in his hand. Nobody else. No. Kenny's got diamonds. Ooh, this is going to be a big one. Guns up, Ms. Moyer. You and Carter have an agreement right there. Automatic friends. What? Did we just become best friends? Both of them guns up fans. And look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan all in for $140. Action now's over on Kenny. Kenny's got $1,128 in his stack. Does he want to go chasing that diamond? He counting out 150. There it is. 140. That's a call. Action's going to fold around to, I believe, Miss Mary. He's already gone. Hee-haw. And Miss Mary says, I'm going to make this call. Miss Mary's looking for a king and a king only, or a side pot with Kenny to get her money back. I do agree with that, Carter. They're gonna get thumped by Georgia. Georgia's just so damn good. 3 players in the pot, 1 player all in. That was so close to her king. That's a queen, and I think it's gonna go check check. Free card for the diamond. No diamond for Kenny, and that's gonna put the check mark on Ryan. No other betting action, and just like that, brand new to the room, Mr. Ryan doubling up $665 now in his stack. And that's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. Just come take a seat at the live stream table. Couldn't tell you. 2 times he's flopped a set. Excuse me. 2 times he's flopped trips or a set. 3 times he's had pocket pairs. And now he's $1 up for every day of a non-leap year, $365 in the positive. What you're watching right now is 5 on the button, no limit hold'em action. We are playing 10-handed, everybody, once in the live stream. And we'll be running it for about another 45 minutes. Then we'll just turn off the lights, turn off the cameras, and then we'll let the players get super crazy. Oh. Carter, I'll take Texas versus Georgia in the championship game for Long John Silver's. All right, Chris is walking back in the room. Got to let him get his headset back on. Otherwise, you know, I'm pretty sure he's going to take this bet with you, Carter. This is a pretty good bet. All right, get that headset on. All right, here's the bet. Welcome back, Mr. Gwynn. So Carter has thrown out the gauntlet, and I've accepted the challenge. Will you accept it? If Texas wins tonight in the championship game, they play Georgia, right?
Right.
He's taking Georgia for Long John Silver's mill. If A&M wins, they play Georgia, right, in the championship game? So will you take A&M for Long John Silver's? Loser buys Long John's?
So, it's really tempting, but as I told Frank earlier, like I don't bet on college football. I would rather just enjoy the game than have to worry about paying off my bets when they don't come through.
All right. So if they don't get there, then we wash on our bet because no bet on A&M. He knows where the money would go on that one. You'd be buying Carter. But I think Texas has a chance, about as much as a chance as A&M to win tonight. If Texas wins, they have about that much chance to beat Georgia.
So I think the ESPN was saying that A&M was about a 22% chance going into the game. So you'll take 22% against Georgia. Is that what I'm hearing?
Holy cow. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have just surpassed hand number 60, and it is a full table of action. There's about 21, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's almost $8,000 out on the table up for grabs. And if you're setting, oh, look at this. Kings went from Miss Mary's hand to George's hand. And George says, how much do you have in your stack over there? And he raises it up. Looks like about 30, 35. 30. Big Taco folds King 10 right there. Kenny calls with 9-6. Hee-haw's gone. And Miss Mary says, I'm in it to win it. And she's got that killer card. She's got that ace. Oh. Tell me you're gay without telling me you're gay. All right, here we go. Flop comes out. Queen, Jack, spades, and a 7. Good looking cards for George with the overpair, and he is going to throw out 40-ish?
It's just Paul, Brian, and Kenny, right?
40.
Okay, yeah.
And that's going to get a call. Nope, a call from nobody. And that's what I was talking about a while ago. If you can pull in a pot, George pulled in a $70 profit right there. Once or twice around, man. $70, that's $140 an hour if you're doing that.
Yep.
I don't even think my last surgeon made $140 an hour. Oh, Carter, what course did you make for Thanksgiving and wasn't an absolute hit? Did y'all see that TikTok trend where that one lady was preparing macaroni and cheese and she was terrified that it would work, and now everybody was terrified that their macaroni and cheese wouldn't be any good? It's crazy how social media is so influential.
It is crazy.
Duplantis looking down at the 74 in the muck, as is Ruben's 10-7. Hee-haw calls with ace-queen. Moyer dumps the ace-deuce. Miss Mary, 87 suited, makes the call. And look at this. They can't even get to the person before it folds.
That is crazy.
Big Taco says.
Miss Mary raising it up with 8-7 suited.
Oh, no,
but
she called. Ha-he.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
That
didn't raise the
makes more
aces.
sense because I'm like, she smooth called with pocket aces and pocket queens and then raises with the 7-8. That, wow.
I love it. That's the kind of crap I would do.
Yep.
All right, here we go. 4 players in the pot. $80. Flop comes out queen, 4 deuce. Hee-haw flops the best of what we can see. Big Taco and Miss Mary are already gone. Kenny already gone. And right there, $60 profit. That's all you got to do. Make $60 every 25 minutes.
Just flop, top, top.
Yeah, just
You're
flop
good to go.
top. Bet it. Let them fold. Don't even want to make more from that. Look at this. Syracuse now has the lead on Miami, 34-28. That is incredible. Are we going to have 2 top 10 teams lose today?
It's possible.
3 after 8 loses?
3 after, no, see, 8 got top 10.
I beat you.
Texas is the top 10 team there, though. See,
Dang it.
it doesn't work.
I was thinking A&M was ranked 10th.
Nope.
Wah, wah.
One of the cards got read somewhere else. Monkey is the
And look at this, ladies and gentlemen. We've got another pot brewing here. No pocket pairs besides the pocket threes, but we're going to have 7 players going to the flop. $140 up for grabs. We got a skadoodle of hands. Flop comes out 7, 10, 10. Brand new player to the room, Mr. Ryan, flopping trip 10s. Oh, he made fried turkey.
I made fried turkey.
People still eat cranberries?
Yeah.
Oh man, we can't have Thanksgiving without my mom having a can of cranberry. It looks like red jelly. It looks like, to me, when you open a can of cranberry sauce, it looks like you took a can of Vienna sausages, you froze the jelly, and dyed it red, and that's what it is. And just like that, 10s full of jacks. George is not going to be able to go any further. Looking with that king 9, looking for that queen, soul searching. And Ryan is muy caliente, on fire. He pulls in $220 profit on that hand. He's got 880 in his stack. That puts him 360 up. Welcome to the table. Cranberry Delight. What exactly is Cranberry Delight? And a Swedish apple cake. I would have enjoyed the crap out of that. Cream cheese sausage balls. Oh, that I wish we had a sound for like yum yum, because that sounds really good. I'm interested in that Swedish apple cake. What the heck? I'm Googling that to see what that is right this second. Swedish apple cake. Oh my gosh, Carter, that looks so good. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. All All right. Next time you make Swedish apple cake, Carter, I get a piece. I get a slice. You got to bring me one piece up here. You've got me intrigued. So here we are, bomb pot, and wow, almost all the threes are gone. There's only 1 3 left in the deck. Where will it be? Oh, he just sent me a picture of this. He just sent me a picture of this. It's gonna make me so hungry. Oh, what exactly is this? Swedish apple cake. Ingredients: half a cup of butter, room temp, 1 2/3 cup sugar, 2 eggs. Oh, nutmeg, 3 diced and peeled apples, chopped pecans or walnuts, caramel, brown sugar, half and half butter. Holy crap, that sounds good. Yep, yeah, you got me a believer. Moyer looks down with pocket aces and a king. Flop comes out with a whole bunch of threes and a whole bunch of sevens. Duplantis has the lock with the 3 on there, but Moyer's looking for an ace on either board. 4 on the bottom, 5 on the top. No help to either player. Looks like as we're sitting right now, Moyer's got the top. And a 5 on the river, so that's going to be trip 3s for Duplantis on the bottom board and ace. No. Oh, the 8. I didn't even see it. I didn't even see it. Duplantis gets a scooper. Holy cow. And it wasn't a big hand. Still 300 bucks heading to Duplantis' stack. $190 profit. Really healthy. Carter, you still on your what are you down now? I know you were losing a ton of weight. What are you down now, brother? I'm waiting to see. I know he's down like 40 something. Hand number 65. We are moving it on around. Ace 4 from Moyer in the muck, Miss Mary, and Queen 9. She's got $420 in her stack. She's now down just about 180 bucks. So it looks like Miss Keisha and Miss Tanya. Miss Tanya is brand new to the room. If you stop into KoJack's, Miss Tanya is one of our brand new brushes. She'll be coming around, helping you out, making sure you got everything that you need. Big Taco Wired 8's just making the call. Set mining over here. It's cheap for Ruben to get in. Ruben says, I'm bored. I'm going to play. I'm going to call $5 more, 10-4. Ruben's favorite hand is Jack 6, if you didn't know it and watching in the chat. 7, 8, Jack. And just like that, Big Taco, we got a set flopped. We got a set flopped. Ruben is in there with a gut shot to the 9, but there's a lot of 9s out. 5 on the turn. Diamonds, nobody's got diamonds, but there's a lot of straight draws out there. 6-3, Queen 9, 9-7, 9-5, 10-4. Everybody's got a straight draw. You're down 100? Holy crap. Roll, the stream's going to be going for about another 40 minutes. We'll kick it off at 6 p.m. And just like that, filling up on the river, 8s with 5s doing the paddling. Big Taco's grabbing chips, and Kenny G folds it right before then. Holy cow, Carter. I'll tell you for that, I'll buy you a brand new hoodie up here at KoJack's. If next time you're in, I'll buy it for you. I'm proud of that. Good job, brother. I'll give you a standing ovation right here. Moyer looks down at pocket threes. Let's see what the raise is. Fiddling, just a little pop builder. That way when the set mine gets there, it's good to go. George says, nope, we're going to raise it up. 45. Nope, 50. 50 is the new action. So we're going to have 4 players going to the flop, $205 in the pot. Six o'clock. Flop comes out 5-6 king. 5-6 king. Nobody with any of it. Turn card is a 5. Carter 5-3 is such a strong hand. Turn card is a 5. Nobody's got it, but that's got to make Moyer feel really good about his hand. The king's a scare card. Not too much of help for there, but Paul got away with one. It's a bluff, ladies and gentlemen. And Moyer does get gone. I was saying, don't get rid of that. Yep, Ro, it's going to be going till about 5:45. We'll cut it off then. Get ready for the transition and switch the cards back around to the other cards. But I can promise you this table is going to be going all night long into the early morning hours. It is TTG, time to go and play some poker. Miss Marianne, 8-6 suited, going to make the call. George makes the call of 5. Ryan's going to raise it. Yes, he does, $25. And then right behind Ryan, look at this. Kenny G, pocket kings. Ruben just folded ace queen. So we're going to be heads up. King queen suited versus wired kings, cowboys, whatever you want to call it. Heads up battle. Oh, no, 3-way action. I don't see Big Taco's cards in there. So we're 3-way action and $205 in the pot. Pot's not correct. Flop comes out with giving Ryan the nut flush draw. Kenny says $100. Ryan makes the call, and Big Taco is going to let it go. So heads up going to the turn. 6. Miss Marianne would have had two pair. Yes, Raul, we'll have a seat open for you. It'll be here all night long. And ladies and gentlemen, brand new to the room, Kenny hits his flush. The nutties. $200 bet, $200 call. And he flips over and shows I chased it the whole way, and I got there. And nobody knows how he plays. Nobody knows what he's doing. And he's just playing his hand, stacking up chips, and he is $950 on the plus. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the room, Mr. Ryan. So if you're in the chat and you have half of your Christmas presents or more bought, type in 1. I want to see how many people this year have prepared for Christmas. If you've got half or more of your Christmas presents already bought for the year, type in 1. If you're a slacker or a procrastinator like myself, type in 222. That's a big 2 for me. That's a big 2 for me. I don't know. No, he bet the 200, Carter. And what's his name called? Kenny called. Raul, we're on the same page there. Give you a little standing ovation. So if you've got half or more of your Christmas presents bought, type in 1. If you're a procrastinator like me and Mr. Raul, type in deuce, deuce, deuce. Three-way action already building. Four-way now. Ruben's gone. 500. Carter, that means Carter hadn't bought one yet. Hammy, hey, I love that. Hammy says, I am prepared. I like that. I respect that. I wish I could do that. I bought a few Christmas presents back in like February, March, but then I forgot about it. Oh, Miss Moyer's one, just wrapping at this point. That's one thing I do love to do is I do love to wrap Christmas presents. I'm pretty good at it. I worked at the Buckle when I was in high school, taught me how to wrap with 3 pieces of tape. And, yeah, I'm pretty good at it. Kenny G, no telling what his cards are. And Duplantis with ace 10.
I have to agree with Charlie. I love wrapping presents. Not good at it, though, but I do enjoy it.
Man, I got those perfectly creased corners. You don't even have the tree up, Carter. Unacceptable.
Aw.
Does that mean Santa's bringing you a sack of coal this year?
I think as long as you usually get it up before December 1st, you're good. December 1st, you're late.
Man, there's a couple years I've put up the Christmas tree to like December the 20th.
That's unacceptable.
Oh, I know it, but I was so busy. Yeah, that's I love Christmas. Action's now on Duplantis. Is he bluffing or is he not? I don't think Duplantis is going to make this call. I don't know what Kenny has, but I don't think he can make this call. Oh, my goodness, Ham, you got it. You got the cheat. Well, I say that right now as we were talking. My wife just sent me a sweater that she wanted, and I went ahead and bought it. But she has an app called, hold on, I got to get the stupid name of this app. She jumped all over my butt when I didn't know what it was. It's called Giftster. And her and Damien both put all their gifts on there, made it real easy just to go through, click, and buy. Kenny G with the win and the add-on. Let the bird have his day. I love it. Let the bird have his day. I didn't get to, this was the first year, Carter, that I did not get to watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Or is it Macy's Christmas Day? I didn't get to watch
It's Thanksgiving.
Okay, I did not get to watch the Thanksgiving Parade.
It's the first time I didn't even see it on in my house.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about it.
I did see a replay of part of it. They still had the Barney dinosaur floating.
They probably had Pikachu, Goku.
Who's that? I'm just kidding.
There you go.
I'm just kidding.
But I'm very anti-Christmasalist.
It
You're
makes
gonna tell me what you want, and I'm gonna go get it. I'll just give you money. You buy it yourself. Now, if there's like a 1 or 2 things, if it's 1 or 2 things, yeah. But I like the what am I gonna get? I don't know.
So I always buy what's on their Christmas list, and then I buy what I want to buy them.
Okay.
Because that's what gifts are all about. Now, I love giving gifts, but I hate
Really?
getting Christmas gifts. I loathe it.
I like getting Christmas gifts. I'm not a very good reaction person. You know, I'm not
I'm good
jumping
with
up and
reaction.
down. But even if I like the gift, I'm like, thank you, yeah. But I mean, I like getting gifts. I love gift giving though.
Yes, that's one of my favorite things. Oh, look at this. We got a double board bomb pot coming to town. Santa Claus is coming early for somebody. Hopefully they can sweep. Top board, which is going to be the bottom board on screen, comes out 10, 9, deuce. The other board comes out ace, deuce, 6. Ace, deuce, 6.
I feel like it's pretty often with bomb pots. On the first 2 flops, there will be 1 card that is the same. Like 2s, aces.
That does happen pretty often. I only see 1 pocket pair so far.
Pocket 7s from Ryan.
Oh, there's pocket 6s. Didn't see those.
Got ace 5 twice, but 2 different hands. King Jacks twice, 2 different hands. Another King Jack. I don't think many kings are going to be available.
There's no kings available. One's in the muck. Bet of 100, call the 100. I really like Kenny's hand. I really like Kenny's hand. Not in this case. Paul flops a set of sixes on one board, but Kenny's got, almost uncounterfeitable eight, jack, queen, king, anything. And unfortunately for him, it did pair to make it even harder for him. So now Paul's got a 79% shot at scooping. What do you want for Christmas?
Probably my 2 front teeth.
No, I don't really know what I want for Christmas. Look at that. Sixes is good for it all. If the sevens were still in the hand, the pocket sevens, they would be good for the tens.
Oh, wow. 10 runs out. 10, 10, 10.
Look at this. Paul is all in for 272, and Kenny's going to make the call. Oh, he says, what do you got? Crap. Paul's going to get the nut.
Scooper. One thing I do want for Christmas that I've asked for after I put up my Christmas lights and Christmas Village, just more of it. More lights.
More lights.
More lights. More deer in the yard.
I want a new mouse for my computer for Call of Duty.
You play on PC?
Yes. Why would you play on anything else? Oh, no. No. Why would you ever play Call of Duty on anything else?
It's PS5.
I can move my... That's your first problem right there.
Oh, I
That's
know.
why your KD is like 0.98.
Me and my friend were actually waiting until the Black Friday sale to get Black Ops, just because we're gonna get it anyways. Might as well wait for the sale.
Man, I'll tell you what. They put Prop Hunt on the new one.
I have seen people play, and they let you be some crazy stuff. I saw one guy; he was the whole statue.
Yeah. Oh, that's one of the smaller ones. There's bigger ones. There are.
Thomas is ratting you out. He says he still uses a controller.
Oh no, Thomas, I have not. I've been using mouse and keyboard.
Ooh, upgrade.
Yes.
I think it'd be easier to aim with the mouse. I want a shirt.
Look at Carter. I want a shirt and a piece of and I want them both to fit. I can only grant half of that.
What size shirt?
He dropped from 4X to XX. Lost 100 pounds.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That's
incredible.
impressive. Good on you, man.
Yeah, Bowden. I've been playing zombies and prop hunt with a mouse. Still not very good with it though.
I've been playing with a keyboard all my life. I mean, not a keyboard, a controller. So I think I got pretty used to it over the years.
Well, with this new Call of Duty, man, they've got the aim assist all screwed up, and with mouse and keyboard, the aim assist is just so much better. And here we go. Double board bomb pod action. One flop comes out. Queen 10-3. Second board comes out. Jack 6-5. Dang right. Arena Breakout. I haven't. Is that the game that Aaron was talking about in the text, Bowden?
I don't know what Arena Breakout is.
No, it's a new game my little text group has been talking about, and I guess I'm going to have to get it. What platform is it on, Bowden? Ooh, looking around. Queen 9-7-3, 2 pair for Ruben. Flying through. Here comes everybody's hands coming in. Pot's already at $300. Bet of 100. Okay, it's like Tarkov?
Oh, okay. I know Tarkov.
All right, I'll have to check it out.
The one game I love playing with my friend is The Finals.
The Finals. Never heard of it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like, so you're in teams of 3, and it's like you get a cash out, which basically you just take a box to like an area and you defend it.
Okay.
And it's like teams of 3. There's like small, medium, heavy classes.
Look at this. Miss Marianne throws 100 in there. So we've got, what, 4 people in there with $100? Did Paul? No, he's the one that bet the 100. Holy crap.
Ah, that's why I don't know it.
He's got the nut flush draw.
He's
got George on 4-3. Oh, 3-4. Oh, nope, not quite there.
Queen 3. George hits the boat up top or down below.
Duplantis has 6-5 with a boat. So we got 2 boats right here. This is going to be a big one.
Boat v boat. They're sailing the seas.
And then you've got Paul with a nut flush draw on both boards. He doesn't know that they're both already boated up. Kenny G is all in with a second nut flush draw and straight draws on both board, looking for a 7 on one board, a jack on the other. He is 0% to win and all in for $380. George is all in with queen 3 for the boat. Nobody else has a queen. He is safe on that side. And Paul makes the call with the nut flush draw, no, not even knowing he's drawing dead. I mean, both boards are already locked up, 6-5 and queen 3. Wow.
Massive amounts of action.
Look at this, $2,070 inside the pot right now, getting all the pots correct. Pulling into the middle, making sure, going to leave the extra on the outside. So this is going to be between Paul still got chips, Duplantis still has chips, and it's still betting on the side between them. And there's oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The nut flush and the second nut flush got there on both boards. That's so much trouble. Holy cow.
I think Paul's going all in.
Oh, he's going to have to. Nope, he doesn't, but he bets a ton, and Duplantis is going to snap call that. He's going to show the boat on the bottom board, which is 6s full of 5s. George is going to show queens full of 3s, and look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Both Kenny, the second nut flush on both boards. Paul has the nut flush on both boards, so it's going to be a chop-chop between Paul and Duplantis. Wow.
And then the rest is George and Duplantis.
George with queens full of 3s and Duplantis with 6s full of 5s. Holy cow.
The second bomb pot Duplantis has won with a 6. With
oh, yeah.
It's getting a set of 6s and obviously boating up in this case.
Yeah, it definitely hits trip 6s right there.
6s are hot in seat 3.
Going to have to chop that up between George and Duplantis, and then the inside is going to go to George and Duplantis.
Nice.
Wow, $2,875 in that pot. What a sick hand. Congratulations, everybody. Boy, you weren't kidding, were you? Man, that's the biggest pot of the night right there. Hand number 70, double board bomb pot action. Wow. We got about 15 minutes left on the stream. Oh, no. Oh, I got a couple right here. You want one? Okay. Oh. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, the calendar is out, is up every Monday this month. We've got the $2,000 guaranteed free roll every Wednesday, the $60 re-entry double board bomb pot tournament. That prize pool grows to enormous amounts. Every Thursday, we have Charlie's 1-2 no limit hold'em game. List is up. Get your name up on the list for 1-2 No Limit Hold'em this Thursday, live streamed. Saturday, 5 on the button. The first table we start of the day will be live stream No Limit Hold'em. Sundays this next month will be rotating between the Deep Stack Tournament, $240 entry, and the $200 entry bounty tournament. This Sunday, the 1st of December, the Deep Stack returns. Last Deep Stack tournament, we had $8,700 up for grabs. First place was an astonishing $3,400. Ladies and gentlemen, trust me, this is one that you do not want to miss. Make sure you're out here tomorrow. Tournament starts at 2:30 p.m. Early bird chip is in play. If you were seated and registered before the end of level 1, you will get an additional 10,000 chips. We got to shut it. Just like that, here we go. All spades on the flop, but a set, another set, ladies and gentlemen. Another set for Mr. Ryan. Brand new to the table, bought in with $300, has 1,185 in his stack. He's just dodging a spade. That's a scary board, though. Little does he know, neither player, they both have black cards, but neither player has a spade in their hand. Will anybody bluff at it?
Duplantis already bet 50.
Yeah.
It might get Ryan to fold.
And he called it. Oh, right there. That's a card killer right there. And just like that, another $210 stacked up in Ryan's stack. That puts him at $1,440. He is now the chip leader on the table, up $1,140. Holy cow, Batman. Welcome to the room. Guaranteed he's going to be coming back and playing.
Welcome to KoJack's.
And he's even, look at this. Look at this. He's no newbie. He's even straddling for 10 right here. He's a brand new member here. He likes action. Oh, I love it. So once again, I hope everybody out there had a spectacular, I mean, just absolutely fabulous Thanksgiving. It sounds like Mr. Carter did. Carter sent me the recipe to the, he even sent me cranberry delight with creamy topping. I didn't see that. I was excited about his Swedish apple cake. But I hope everybody out in Facebook land, YouTube land, Twitch land, I hope you absolutely enjoyed your Thanksgiving. I hope you had a lot of love, a lot of family time, great football. Cowboys won. It doesn't matter what other games were on that day. But how about them Chiefs, man? It seems like they're getting worse and worse and still winning.
Yeah, I don't watch football that often, but man, that ruling I know got under some people's skin.
Oh yeah, everybody says the refs are on board for the Chiefs to win it all. It's in the script for them to win. I don't believe too much in the script. I don't care too much about it. But I really don't care too much about NFL except for the Cowboys. I was raised to be a Cowboys fan, win, lose, or draw. So even when they're terrible like they are right now, I'm still cheering for them. So we got about 15 minutes only left in the live stream. We hope you've enjoyed it. We hope you have rooted on your fans, rooted on the players that you like, enjoyed chatting with you. Absolutely love every time the stream comes on and I get a chance to spend, let's say, Saturday afternoon with you. Look at this, wired fives versus pocket sevens. Calls the $10 straddle. Moyer says, nope, we're going to bump it up 40. Paul's going to make the call with ace, queen suited. George is going to get out of the way. Depending on what Ryan has, he's already in for 10. It's just 30 more to call, and it looks like he does.
Paul raises to 80.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a 3-bet. That's going to get Ryan out of the way. Queen 9, he may have played that. He's going to jump along, $80. Pocket fives, why not? And Moyer's, I could have seen, I wouldn't have hated it at all if Moyer 4-bets right there. So here we go. 3-way action, 255 in the pot. Flop comes out 9, 4, 10. 2 clubs for Paul. Paul's not going anywhere. Moyer's in a check call mode. Maybe a check fold right here. Is that a buck and a squirt? 125?
Buck and a squirt.
Buck and a squirt. He's gone.
I see Moyer calling one time.
Nope. Moyer does not waste money. That's one thing that I absolutely appreciate about Moyer's game. He doesn't waste money, doesn't chase. And Paul scoops in $175 profit.
Nice. Good end from there, Paul.
She crushed her turkey. She did that good. Oh, I love to hear that. Lindsay's going to turn into a perfect little wife. She's got the cooking down. I'm glad to hear that y'all did it over at her house. Oh, I completely forgot to order. Oh.
I got a 7-piece.
You got a biscuit?
Yeah.
They went to Bush's Chicken. I want to. That's not going to sound right if I say it. I want a bite of your biscuit. Let's just pretend I did not say that on the live stream. But, yeah, we went to Bush's Chicken for lunch. Everybody getting fed. Everybody's got some food. June joining the table over from the 1-2. Holy cow.
The favorite sides at Thanksgiving, Charlie?
Definitely mashed potatoes and gravy. Got to be turkey gravy. Not giblet gravy, turkey gravy. Giblets, all that crap goes in the trash. But I don't like stuffing because I don't like onions. But
I feel like the stuffing we have doesn't have onions because I don't like onions either.
If I can get stuffing without onions, I will eat it, but I'm not going to eat it with onions in there.
What about a green bean casserole?
No onions. Look at this. We got a big hand. Wish we had pocket fives in this hand. 4 spades for Duplantis. Oh, never mind.
Oh,
Hands
ace
over.
king.
But look at this. It's not over. 96% chance to win. Another king will chop it.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I was trying to figure out how Big Taco still has a chance.
Yeah.
But another king chops it up.
Chop outs. Duplantis calls 25 there with the flush draw, not knowing it is dead. Flush
Dead.
draw is
0% chance. That means no good.
does not hit.
Luckily for him, no more spades.
Frankie bets 25. I can see Paul raising.
Carter, you got to stop it. They didn't get me food from Bush's, and now I'm starving. Lindsay made homemade mac and cheese from scratch with 4 cheeses,
Ooh.
and she knows that's my favorite meal. Now I'm hungry. Now I'm really hungry. What's the score in the Syracuse game?
I can't even see. I don't think they have it pulled
No,
up.
it's not up. They're just showing a big play right there. Syracuse. Oh, that was the play that I was talking about earlier.
Is it over?
Oh, it could be over. That could have been the play of the game right there.
Nope.
Oh, no.
35. 35.
Mashed potatoes, green beans, casserole, homemade.
Green beans casserole. It gets slept on. It's so good.
I'm over here eating mashed potatoes with and gravy, and I ate 6 rolls at Thanksgiving, but they were the Hawaiian rolls.
Oh,
I
yeah,
would have
yeah.
traded all 6 of those for 1 homemade roll. In a heartbeat, would have traded them.
What's your favorite thing to put on a roll?
Turkey gravy.
Turkey gravy. Mm.
Yeah, drop a little salt in that turkey. My mom makes an infamous made from scratch turkey gravy, and pours all the turkey grease in there and builds a roux and makes it. It's spectacular. And all I do is I drop some salt in there because I got to put salt on everything. I'm a saltaholic, and then I can skip every other meal and just dip rolls in there while everybody else is eating everything and just eat it the whole time long. So here we go. Welcome to the table. Junebug, 6 deuce, suited Colin up against King, Queen, and 99 in Paul's hand. Paul is on fire. Flop comes out 3-3-4. Look at that, Carter. 5-3 is a monster. That's why you play 5-3 in situations like this. Wink, wink. Not much. Nines is in the lead. Paul likes to bet it whether he's got it or not, and in this, that's what makes it so hard. And Duplantis bets the 55. He's not going to bet anymore unless oh gosh, that's going to be a bad card to bet on. And he's going to continue his story. It looks like he grabs 85.
I think, Paul, you just got to continue.
Just a call right here.
Yeah, just a smooth
110.
ball. Keep all of Duplantis' bluffs in.
And look at this. Paul isn't giving away anything. Sitting there with his hand over his face like he's chasing a diamond. Bad card for Duplantis would be something like a king or a queen. Good card for Charlie would be like a 5, showing how strong 5-3 is. And there it is.
Oh, there it is.
Carter, that is why 5-3 is so strong. Now it goes check by Duplantis. Paul throws out $2, 1 squirt, 225, and pulls it in with 9s full of 3s.
5-3 would have got Paul paid there.
A 5-3 would have, but still. I just like to point out to Carter when 5-3 hits. He hates it that I talk about it. That's how he makes all of his money off me. I overplay 5-3 just so I can show him I beat him with it. And then he flops something like quads and just calls the whole way down, and I can't bluff it.
Flop comes out ace, ace, ace.
Mm-hmm.
I think the flat tire as a hand needs to get more love. Some Jack 4.
Get her to make you some. She said what she said. I love it. Oh, I want some mac and cheese. Oh, what's the best part of Thanksgiving? Here we go. This is for everybody. What's the best part? The meal or the leftovers? It's got to 100% be the leftovers.
The meal.
No, the leftovers. Let it set in the fridge, heat it up in the microwave, and enjoy it. Carter, what do you think? The meal or the leftovers? Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
it is nice having usually like, oh, I know I have food in there, but I'm talking about like the food itself.
All right, if you could
It's
only
better the first time.
if you could only have one for the rest of your life, what would you rather have? Thanksgiving dinner or Thanksgiving meal leftovers for the next week?
The meal.
Oh,
Easy call for the meal.
you're so fired. Oh, I love it. And he is correct. There's nothing more satisfying than what Carter said.
Or the nap afterwards.
Man.
Nap afterwards hits immediately.
I don't ever sleep during a Cowboys game, but it's notorious. Every Thanksgiving, I sleep through the second quarter of the Cowboys game. The whole second quarter. And I woke up just in halftime just to see Lainey Wilson and Jelly Roll singing on stage, and then watched it. And Carter, that is 100% the comment of the day because you are correct.
I think it was because we have Thanksgiving lunch and dinner, so like we do leftover. We eat the leftovers the same day.
So which one's better, the Thanksgiving at the meal or the Thanksgiving afterwards?
The lunch.
Ah.
The lunch.
All right. Here's a question for who's left in the chat. What is better? What do you? How do you say this?
If you had to give up one. which
No,
one
no,
would you
no.
give up?
Does your family do Thanksgiving lunch or Thanksgiving late dinner or
Yeah.
early dinner? We do like a 4 o'clock meal.
We usually do like a lunch at like 12, and then we come back at like 6 and eat dinner.
So we did at 4 o'clock. We had to record the Cowboys game. Everybody had to put their phones on the counter so nobody could check the score.
Nice.
And then as soon as we're done, we start the Cowboys game. So it was well over by the time that
You don't eat while watching the game?
No, we got no man. We got no TV in the kitchen.
Well, yeah, no, you eat in the living room.
No, well, I guess that does sound really good. Carter says 2:30. You say what
2:30.
time?
12.
What time do you say, Dawson? About 4. Yeah, that's the.
How about I
That's the
say,
right time.
y'all are extreme right, I'm extreme left, he's right in the middle.
Yeah. And here we go, June with the Nut Ace.
The nuts.
Welcome to the table. Just $100 in the pot. He's not getting paid off with 6 high though.
June does not even have the nuts, though. 10-9 club. No, he blocks the nuts.
Yeah, he blocks the absolutes, but there is another nut.
Yeah.
Another nut.
Folds around, gets it. Really? He had Broadway? Yeah. Oh, wow. Good fold from Ruben.
Ruben is incredible. Ruben doesn't have that gray hair from being old. Ruben's got that gray hair from learning how to play poker because that man, if he puts his money in the pot, that's one of the guys. If he puts money in the pot, it's coming back to him.
Okay. Ruben has a photo on that wall where he just has the mustache, right?
Yes, just has them. No. His beard's real light at that point.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just a mustache. I was like, that's interesting.
Look at this crap, man. Chef Carter, dude. He knows I'm hungry. He knows I don't have no food, and he's just talking about all this crap that he made.
Cinnamon donut.
And all I have is a visual in my head. Oh, I bet they were good, Carter. I'm so hungry. All right, Mr. Moyer, King 10 going in the muck.
King 10 going in the muck, suited?
Not suited. That's why it wasn't played. George looks down at 10-9 suited. Those are good cards. Big Taco with the basil. Jack 10 making the call. June calling. Queen 8. Duplantis 7-5 getting frisky. Hee-haw. Dukes of Hazzard style. Motown Hearts in the pot. So we got 6-way action. $120 up for grabs. Welcome to KoJack's Poker Club. Flop comes out 4-9-7. All
Monotone.
spades. And the only two spades on the board are a 10 in Taco's hand and a 5 in Duplantis' hand. Wouldn't it be crazy if 8-6 of spades came so they both had a straight flush?
Oh, my gosh.
And George is going to say, y'all checked it around. I know I've got the best of it right at this point.
Big Taco folds it. He also had straight opportunities.
Yeah, he's not going to give it away. Now Carter says, he knows I'm hungry. He says, now I'm heading to Lindsay's to eat pizza. What a jackass. I love you, Carter. Oh, I'm so hungry right now. Paul's got the up and down straight draw, and it gets there. Ladies and gentlemen, it gets there. And George is going to continue it just like he's got the flush, but I don't think that's going to be enough to get Paul off. We know Paul's got some light chips. He calls and flips his cards over before George even has a chance to process that he called. He knew he got there.
Paul's not a slow roller. He's going to show you exactly what he has.
He's going to show you whether he's got it or not. Oh, Miss Marianne's been so quiet. I want to see her just destroy these boys. So we are getting pretty close to the last hand of the evening. It's been a spectacular time. We've had Mr. Chris Gwynn and Aiden rotating back and forth through the box. And there comes the cards right there. So we're going to flip you around one more time. We're going to let you see the schedule for the month of December. And what do y'all think of this? I've got Aiden and Dawson sitting in the booth with me. Let's show them off right here. Let's see if we got that. And, oh, nope, that's not it right there. Let me see this one right here. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. Let's go to this right here. Nope, that's not it. I guess we...
I thought you had it.
Nope, we got rid of that screen. But, yeah, no more cards in play. But what do you think of this right here? What do y'all think of this? The bad beat qualifier coming down every day during the month of November. December. Ha!
If I'm not dealing, I think I'll be playing, honestly.
I mean, how can you not? $15,000 up for grabs. Carter just sent me a text message, and he said, I made this today. Yes, he knows he's doing this. Rotisserie chicken mushroom soup. So I give that a 6 out of 10, Carter. It would be a 10 out of 10 if it was just rotisserie chicken soup minus the mushrooms.
No mushrooms?
No mushrooms. Mushrooms are
Bad.
made to belong in a forest. Look at that.
Bad. That looks great. I love mushrooms.
I would probably pick the mushrooms out of there. Oh, and he used leftover turkey instead of chicken. Oh, now I'm starving. But coming up during the month of December, we've got something a little crazy. Santa Claus is coming to town with a bag full of cash, and we're trying to give it away at KoJack's. $15,000 bad beat up for grabs, but it's not only aces full of kings for the entire month. It's only aces full of kings for tomorrow. Then on Monday, it drops to aces full of queens. Tuesday, aces full of jacks. Wednesday, aces full of tens. All the way through to New Year's Eve, queens full of nines is the qualifier it takes to lose. Now, where do y'all think it's going to get hit at?
I think, honestly, I was thinking about it. I think like kings full of nines.
Kings
Like
full of
right in the
nines?
middle. I think middle of the month.
That's so far everybody. Yes, I am a UT fan, and I don't like mushrooms. That adds up. How to know you're something without knowing you're something, right, Carter? Everybody thinks it's going to get hit right in the middle. I think it's going to make it through the whole month without getting hit.
Well, I could see that, but I'm hoping not. I'm hoping I'm at the table dealing, and the table's really kind and sharing it.
Well, so the reason it goes all the way through Queens full of nines on December 31st is because we've got a $10,000 guaranteed free roll New Year's Eve, $10,000. And we've also got $3,000 in drawings starting after midnight. But the only way you can earn tickets into that drawing is to play the free roll. Every rebuys are $50. Every rebuy, you get a ticket. There's also an option to do a $100 rebuy. You get 3 tickets. So you can build up your chances to win that drawing. You can win more than once. And we're going to be doing $500 drawings after midnight. You're eligible to play if you have a ticket and seated playing cash games. It is going to be a big night.
So to get a ticket, you enter the free roll, and every rebuy and add-on, you get another drawing.
Every rebuy and add-on, you get another ticket.
Nice.
Yes, it is. It is time to play, time to win. It'll be hit the day after I played. That's or it'll be hit, Carter. It'll be hit about 5 minutes after you get up from the table, right? That's the way our luck works. So, ladies and gentlemen, from all of our staff here at KoJack's, we appreciate you coming out. Dawson, lean in here. You're a big part of it today, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you coming out, taking part in the live stream. Cash games are going now. 5 on the button and 1, 2. They'll be rolling all night long. So if you're ready to play, head on out to KoJack's. But until next Thursday.